No, but yeah, it's not that.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Cosplay Collective podcast.
It wasn't.
Special. We are all together! Woo!
Damo's in a bit.
I'm actually in a.
Yeah,
Damo's. Tell them, Damo.
my phone's
Does it
broke.
hurt too much?
My phone is fucked.
We lost a man today.
But on the plus side,
We have a lot of food.
Got
Yeah.
food.
a lot of food.
And you get negative feedback on
Actually,
it. It's always crap.
A lot of food.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that.
Too much
I
food.
don't know what it's called.
I think it's just called London City. London City Airport or City Airport, something like that.
Wonderful.
But
And he wants to get on it.
Basically.
Running town.
today is the first day of con.
Whoa.
Whoop whoop!
And we survived.
We survived first day of con.
Not all the cosplays made it, but
Yeah, the cosplays didn't make it. Mine's dead.
Only got
Must be asked the Irish
two more days to go.
It's been a good one. I thought it was quite relaxed and chilled out today. And
It's chill out.
There were more people than there normally are on a Friday, but it was not too many people. It was still really just those people walking around chilling. Not.
I saw best cosplay ever today. It
What?
was so simple. You saw it as well.
yeah.
Wilson. Oh.
Oh,
Wilson.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly.
amazing.
We heard him before we saw him.
Yeah.
Do you see there was Simpsons cosplayers? That was a
Yeah, there was a guy.
novel
There
one?
was a guy that we
Dressed
we
as
sat
Homer
down
Simpson.
next to
Yeah,
outside,
that's right,
got a
Yeah,
picture
they were on the
of
pill.
But he
coloured
didn't
himself
look-
yellow.
He didn't look so much like Homer. It's like, did you ever see someone did online, like it was like a nightmare drawing, what if the Simpsons were real? It was Homer.
Yeah.
Really disturbing. You know, like, that's what he went for. I was like, no, I'm not leaving you
He
alone.
was
like
saying
this.
to us they were having problems putting the yellow on him that morning.
Mhm.
'Cause he was,
Nice
with,
guy.
he was with a guy that had done he did a Harley, didn't he? The guy
With a
that
hint
took the
of
picture of you
yeah.
outside. So
Oh, yeah, no, I
the
saw
guy about
that.
Harley was his friend, and the two of them were together and stuff. And he was saying they were having issues putting the yellow on him. So.
By the way,
If you get some
for
like
those
the
who are
funny paints that are
wondering,
really too dry, and you're like, I basically just got to smash my face into this and
for those who are
Like, I
wondering,
had some
this is
children's
Devilish Cosplay. Hello.
But you can't
There we
even see
go.
it's just a hand.
Yeah.
Actually, it's quite clear from there. I'm impressed.
Do you want to do a go round just in case we've got any new people?
Yeah, we've got people
Yeah,
that haven't
we have.
seen on camera before.
Tomo, you've never seen him on camera before, and no, you haven't seen Ren on camera before.
No.
For the-
I know on camera I did.
Yeah, we don't have
the
cosplay
last time
pages.
That was Kurt.
We're not attention whores like the rest of you.
Well, that went down like well.
But you were winning that one.
Yeah.
You got like 20,000 likes or something. Bullshit.
No.
What is your like?
11 or something? I haven't got likes.
Only 11,000.
Fucking miss humble.
They've got
Click for boobs.
That's not
almost
bad.
at 1,000. They've got like
Yeah.
5,500 each. Mary Kate and Ashley. Mary Kate's the bigger one. So.
Keith and Ashley.
She's got more likes.
Now you need to combine into Mary Kate and Ashley
You
cosplay.
do.
That's it, you two. You need to show
I
more
need to show
boob.
more boobs.
No, more
I get like a push-up bra or something just draws the eye. Do the makeup better, you know, like this way, guys.
I didn't have any boob out today. It was all-
More S and titties. S and titties.
As we were saying this morning, the like for guys, a ridiculous mustache is cleavage. Like, no, my eyes are up here, ladies. Don't stare at my beautiful handlebar mustache.
Can't help it though. If you will wear it on your face. It's very cool.
You're asking for it, frankly.
You deserve to be stared at. And objectified if you're going to wear it like that.
Stop tweaking it. Oh, you love it, you whore.
He did look good though. What was his name?
Rufus Hound.
Mm.
That was it. Is that his actual name?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Name.
He used to be on that show, Argumental.
Oh yeah,
He's been on like
brilliant.
all sorts of
He's
stuff.
been in all sorts. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where he started out. Like
I've
first
seen
time I
him
think
before.
he
That
was on
can't
TV.
actually be his name though.
It really
No,
genuinely
it
is.
is,
He's married to Mrs. Hound. Who I hope isn't a teacher because that would be a fucking terrible career. Although to be fair, I had a teacher in high school who did art and he was called Mr. Pervy.
Oh.
I shit you not, he had the hardest job in the universe.
I did a
Guy,
PE teacher
a
called Mr.
teacher.
Hardon.
I did as well. Wait.
What school did you go to?
Was that
Probably not
Austin
the same
School?
one.
Well, it was a Catholic school.
For boys.
I'm Southern.
Actually, there was another one who was Mr. Jelly and he was a
I
big
wondered
fat guy.
why. I wondered why you always like trampolining and watching the girls bounce on him.
best name I ever came across, but I served this guy once a long time ago, and his name, no joke, was Richard Wanklin. Big what, Richard Dick Wanklin. I just thought it was hilarious. I couldn't look at him properly. Like, I tried to serve him for like half an hour.
How can you? I would have to ask.
I was
Like, why haven't you
His name
changed
was
it?
Dick Wanklin and it took you half an hour to serve him. Make your own, don't you?
Listen, what he does behind, what
It's a
he does
BYR,
behind closed doors is his business.
I had a lady, I worked, well, this is when I was 18, I used to work at Virgin Megastores and I was like customer service, like, so basically sat there at the desk all day doing orders for customers when they were trying to order something in. And part of the job was literally, we'd have the order form and then you just have to ring the customer when their CD arrives, say, your order's here, you know, hello, Mr. or Mrs. whatever the name was on the order form, your order's arrived. And I had a week off and someone was running it in my absence. I came back, my first day back on the Monday, first order form I pull out because the CD had come in and it said, Mrs. Cockshot. Actually spelt C-O-C-K-S-H-O-T, Cockshot, on the paperwork. Straight away I thought, they're winding me up here. Ring someone called Mrs. Cockshot, you know, and they were like, no, seriously, it's genuinely a lady called Mrs. Cockshot. I thought, I'm gonna have to do it. It took me literally hours to buck up the cunning. So I picked the phone up and I
Try
went,
to pronounce it differently.
is that, Virgin Megastore, is that Mrs. Cockshot? And she, shit you not, she went, no, it's Co-Show. It reminded me of that.
Mrs. Bouquet.
And I went, without thinking though, I just went, I'm really sorry, it's spelled Cockshot. She went, I know how it's spelled, it's my name. And I went, okay, I've got off on the wrong foot here, your CD's here, okay, fine, put the phone down.
Your first reaction was to explain your horror own name. It was spelled. You've probably not seen it before.
Co-Show, well, it's spelled Cockshot. Did you not know?
Because you're a bit of a better
Yeah, I wasn't there when she came in to collect it. I kind of made sure I was
Hiding in the back room.
Do you know
somewhere else. Not
I bet she made like a proper
She
formal
probably
complaint.
did.
But like Virgin managers
well,
were so like,
I
do you know
never
what?
heard anything. I wouldn't be surprised. She probably
I bet
did.
the proper managers
God.
were just like, with a name like that, love.
At the end of the day, she must have get that from everywhere though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I can't remember the first time you done it. So.
What if you've got a name like that?
You
Wouldn't
wouldn't
just
write it down
change
that way.
Or even just spell it. So
She did. She
it's spelled like
changed, she changed it to Co-Show. Co-Show.
Oh, in what language is K silent?
I don't know.
Good point.
When you know
To be fair,
When you're full of shit.
Yeah.
knife. Silent K.
At the start, though, before an N, not after a C. That is always like a harder sign.
I'm glad, I thought you were going to say a harder cock.
But the complaint form, he said my name was Cockshot.
yeah.
And someone be like,
Your name is
but it is Cockshot. You're just not pronouncing it properly. It's your fault, not his.
So that it's
I'm not going to get in any trouble.
You know where
They hold me into
do
discipline and I'm like,
shoot, like outside of
team
the
the order form.
Like,
the back of
The prosecution rests his case.
So yeah, loads about
So
cosplay
basically
again.
where we went this morning, where we wanted to
Oh,
So that's at 1:30
brilliant.
if you want
This
to
all got
do
started
that.
because of Rufus Hound. Well, how did we get onto Rufus Hound?
Because we were talking about cleavage
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
we're talking about
cleavage.
cleavage.
Cross-layer.
Wait,
oh,
what?
that was on me. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh
guys.
yeah, no, okay, I can invite
Oh.
you. I can invite you.
It's been a good day, I guess.
I'm not bankrupt and it's been day one of a con, so that's as good as
I
it
How
gets.
much money at all?
I spent 50 quid today.
I'm actually, I don't need. I would never buy if it were a con. It's really
I'll spend
interesting.
70 quid.
I took what, 50
We're
quid
near
for
the
people
travel
this
lodge,
weekend.
obviously, but we're in 309, so feel
Oh
free to.
shit.
No way. 50
Well, I
quid in
bought
a
a
day.
Darwin necklace for £15 because it's the best quality one I've seen so far. And I need it for my cosplay.
Yeah.
Bought a couple of books. Bought some food. Also bought lunch.
Did you buy
breakfast this
tights?
morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Just random things, and just suddenly I have no money.
I don't understand why any of the food stalls here make money whenever they've got like Subway. Like, do you want a bowl of like
That's
shitty,
all-
horrible noodles
all I
for
spent
£20
money on.
or a foot long? Like,
But even that though, we went there today and got, what was it,
2 drinks
and
and
Doritos, and they were like,
fiver.
85 quid, please.
Yeah.
And the woman was just like,
I think the worst one,
Totally
although
got a
you
free
you'd have
attitude
paid
for
for
that,
it,
do you know what I mean?
not worse for me, but the worst one was going to the flipping ice cream van outside and he's like £2.50 for a feast.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
Serious?
a 99 isn't going to cost you 99 from here.
Feast.
No, no, quid, mate.
Yes, you
Got a box of that from
really
Tesco.
good.
6 of them.
I'll tell you what I got asked more than anything else was, where did you get that iron brew? Because there was like, they did
Yes.
500 milliliter
So
can.
many people.
Everyone I walked past like, where the fuck did you get that from? I must know.
They're all
We
Scottish.
were walking past the stand with selling
one of them
Totoro stuff, and the guy manning the stand kind of was staring at me and Tom, and we were like, what? And he just went, just kind of stopped and just stared at the cans going, where did you get the iron? We're like, there, he's like,
But it was like on the stall opposite him, and he was like, what? Oh!
it was brilliant.
Is it that random a thing to get?
It's not that big things, and not cheap at a
Can't
con.
find pink
Yeah.
lemonade anywhere.
Yeah, I can't find iron brew anywhere this side.
Although Keir was adamant it was in his Tesco's and searched every aisle for it.
It was there.
I've seen it, damn it.
I know, it's a conspiracy.
And Dandelion and Burdock.
Do you know you're not painting yourself a good picture? You're like,
Yeah, pink lemonade. Oh, right.
I like pink lemonade. It's
Give
just a
it
slightly different flavour.
coladas.
and getting caught in the rain. He does.
He does. Not denying it.
Con though.
Oh,
He was eyeing up a pink Batman
It's
today.
the
Oh,
only
well,
cheap thing
I-
I've got
I-
at bloody
yeah.
iron brew.
Oh, that
I wanted
pink
to buy some
yeah,
Kit
I
Kats
saw
from
that.
the Japanese food stand. They're raspberry Kit Kats, which I've never seen before. And in Japan, the same size bags, next to it they had these other flavours. And I know you can get those bags in a hyakuen shop, which is the equivalent of a 99p or Poundland. They were selling the bag for £12.
what?
But
Oh,
people
I don't
will
mind.
pay that. And also, otaku will be like, I got them, I got them in the Japanese store, I ate them because I'm so cool, fucky.
But literally, like, I was like,
I
how much
hate my
are
own
these?
subculture, I just can't
So she
stand
went
it.
up to ask and came back and turned around and I went, 12? Yeah, she's like, oh no, fuck that. And I just walked off, I was like, no.
You did not go, fuck that, you probably
No,
got,
no, I actually did. I did, I went, no, fuck that. But I was looking at the things going like, no, fuck it.
you didn't look her dead in the eye, get right up your face.
Just like,
Fuck that, love.
Yeah, but I hadn't just been
Slam
to
it down.
Japan and bought loads
Yeah.
of Kit Kats.
Last time she did go to the store and she was the person that spent £40 on Kit Kats.
I did spend £40 on Kit Kats.
You are such a comic,
No,
I
that
can't believe you did that, like.
But now, I
That's
have.
like, you're like the reform. That's like me going, Key, you can't smoke, mate. It's disgusting.
But
Because you used to,
I used to do
I'm
it
not.
reformed because I just went to
You
Japan
do?
and bought back 2 kilograms worth of Kit
Yeah,
Kats.
that's fine though, because but what you're saying is that you can't go to a conventional bar shop.
You know what?
That's wrong.
You know what?
It's just so expensive. No, it's not. worth it.
Some people go over to other countries to like buy cigarettes and stuff like that on holiday. She goes over to buy Kit Kats.
Matcha powder, how much
I
matcha powder?
did, see, just like Ren parking a car in an alleyway with the boot, I'm like, hey, wanna buy some Kit Kats? Come on, I got sea salt, I got matcha, I got raspberry, oh, you like raspberry, don't you? Come on. 12 pounds, buddy, 12 pounds.
Or matcha powder, anything matcha flavour.
Go hungry, man, go hungry.
First one's free. My God.
She used to go to this coffee shop around the corner from her, and every time she went in, she got like a matcha latte. I was like, every time I go in, the guy always remembers me. It's really weird. I was like, oh, the guy he always remembers you, does he, every time you go in? Yeah, I can't think why. Oh, what a fucking mystery. I can't imagine why. Mooning after you.
I'm still called matcha lady when I go in. They're like, hey, matcha lady. It's green tea, but not the normal weak green tea you get. It's powder. And you can mix it up into like milkshakes and frappuccinos and lattes and stuff like
Did
that.
you ever like eat a leaf when you were a kid?
No, it doesn't taste like that.
It tastes exactly like that.
Yes, it tastes really
It's like
It's
chewing a
an
bit of a fir tree.
No,
That's what it
it's
tastes like.
not. It is not.
Do you know what it tastes like? It tastes like, you know those car air fresheners? How do you imagine they would taste? That's what it tastes like.
I'm fine politically now.
Don't listen to him, he's Irish.
Just go and lick one and then drink matcha. You'll be like, it's the fucking same thing. There's no.
It just tastes like a sour potato.
Well, I would cook it first, personally. But then some English people might just steal it from me.
Shots fired.
Why the hell not?
Let's not get racist, people. This isn't the place.
Yeah, you don't bring up the potato family in Irish, but you don't bring up Holocaust to Jewish people. It's not that.
Not equivalent.
It's a potato-related Holocaust. The most Irish of Holocausts. Actually, it wouldn't even have been so bad if like it were just like deliberately trying to. It was just like an off chance. Like, oh, the Irish people are down. Give me all the potatoes.
You know what's funny is his family constantly perpetuate the stereotype by every meal I've had at yours is always potato based.
That's all my mum can cook. She's like, basically, I can boil spuds in a pan. What else can you do, mum? I can also order Chinese. I can go to Subway.
Set
But
fire to the pan
yes, she did. She sets fire in the house like regularly.
on a regular basis.
And crashes and cars.
Yeah, and she
through
destroys Citroen C3s. That's her favourite hobby. Because she really liked the car, so she was like, oh, I really like this car, because my friend has it. Bought it, my sister slammed it into the back of a Land Rover and crushed it into a cube. Then she bought a new one, and that one like fell apart, and then it had like an electronic locking system that locked the whole car down so she couldn't get into it, and then whenever they went to break in, the car wouldn't start. So to get that replaced with another Citroen, and then she drove that one through a house. So she was like, you know, she hit some black ice and like just really slowly smashed through this old woman's front living room. She was just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I was like, did you not like, get out and roll like in the movie? She was like, I kind of hoped it would stop. But she just like plowed into this woman's front room and just was like, well, I just got out of the car, and the wee old woman was so happy to have company at all, made her a cup of tea and asked if she was okay. So there's this little old lady sitting there doing her knitting. Oh, put the kettle on.
Like that scene from Family Guy where Stewie and Brian go into
Yeah.
Yeah, it was exactly that, except some little old lady and my mum being like, oh, this is awkward. And her worst fear, like when I was a kid, like if she ever drove me anywhere, in her pajamas, she was like, oh, it's so bad, the police stop me and they catch me in my pajamas. I'm like, is that embarrassing? Like, is that a big thing?
It is.
But she was just in her dressing gown and her jammies and plowed into some old lady's house. The cops and the ambulance and this old lady and her family, because they came round because she was like, you tried to assassinate my mother with a car in the house. Like,
Oh my fucking god.
Seriously, but
yeah, like
His
every time I
family
call
is
my
a
mum,
walking-
something else like disastrous on like proper something has destroyed the house scale has happened.
Everyone says that about Ireland.
Yeah, like no, call her up.
it's not a lie.
It's
It is true. Like really
true.
dramatic
Because
shit
there's-
happens there for no reason.
And people die for stupid things because there are no hospitals.
Yeah, well, like, I called her up once and I was like, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm gonna take it something. So like the house is falling down around here. She's like, oh no, it feels like that happens. No, nothing's happened. And then there was like this voice in the background, and it was my sister being like, no, mum. I was like, oh yes, so sorry. The sewer overflowed and there's a river of shit in the driveway. Like, why is that something you forget to mention whenever I specifically ask about disasters? Like a canal of poo. Like it's just like, oh yeah, there was that. And this is the woman who's just walking down river with a grip bag on the floor. I'm like, it's a fucking pigsty in here. Like, you're floating in shit, mum.
Oh, God.
To be fair, you
Yeah,
so
it's
used
so
to
dramatic.
disaster that
Probably doesn't measure on her scale.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you're really gonna fuck shit up for my mum. Like, my sister came home, like, and was like, Mum, I'm pregnant. And she was basically like, man, it's gonna happen sooner or later. Like, that was her whole reaction to it. She was like, honestly, Lizzie, I'm surprised it hasn't happened before. No, you're a fucking idiot. My sister, who got pregnant because she didn't realise whenever you take the pill, you gotta keep taking it. Like, if you stop, the effect stops. She was like, I thought it would like wear off over time. Like, yeah, a very short time. And she's like, oh, well, maybe then.
Oh my days.
Lucy is very blonde.
Yeah. And they wonder why I moved to England. I'm like, because they're all fucking stupid over there, and the houses don't fall down, and no one crashes cars into them.
Well,
A girl at work was saying like.
It's
she'll
alright, we
phone
live
her
on the
mum,
second floor, so.
But like she'll phone her mum back in Ireland and someone would have died because they like hit a cow or a cow hit them or like they had
Go with them.
a dodgy eye. and
I've
they died a
genuinely
week
been
later.
pursued like long distance by cows. Like, I was in the Scouts and we climbed into this field and the cows were all at one end and they were like, oh, there's people, strangers in the field. And then I think like one like pep talk, they're like, no, we will drive out the invaders. And these cows just came stampeding across the field at us. We were like bulls. I know we're meant to be scared of bulls, but those are cows. No, they're still enormous. We're going to run anyway because we're 12. So we just had to pelt it across this field and get out through the hedges and over the other side. Otherwise, we would have had like the most uncool death in the universe being trampled to
I
death.
got chased by cows and I literally ran through a hedge. There was a hedge
left
and
the shape, like
it was literally like that, straight through it.
It's such a betrayal as well, because like when you read books as a kid with like barnyard animals, they all seem friendly, but most barnyard animals want to fuck you up. They know that you're going to eat them,
Yeah.
so they're just like, no, take them before they can take us. Like geese,
Definitely.
geese and
geese
cows.
are evil.
Geese are evil.
I have a video of me
You're right.
at 3 being pursued by geese, and I'm like, you know Maggie from The Simpsons and like her little starfish thing? I look like that, like a big thick parker, like my arms are just out at the sides, and I'm waddling away from these geese, and my dad has a video camera for the first time, and it's shaking as he laughs hysterically, watching me be filmed by a goose twice my size. It's gonna catch you, Tom!
Your parents are bastards. I really like her.
I know, I was like, oh Tom, you're so horrible, I don't know where you picked that up. I'm like, no! I'm the nice one in my family, I'm
He
saying a lot.
genuinely is.
Actually,
He's the
yeah.
most safe.
I'm the nice, sensible one, which makes me the black sheep.
Anyone?
Sensible's a bit
Oh,
They
fuck
sounded.
Isn't it?
Oh my god.
But
Isn't it?
relatively speaking, you gotta meet my family.
Alright.
Who's
Love
me?
it.
Are they Star ones?
Oh, yeah. Did you get them at com?
Thanks, man.
It'd have cost me £12 if I got my car. No, I got my Tesco.
What, have you seen that cyber candy stall that they've got at com?
No.
It's just- It's called cyber candy.
Cyber
It's
Candy's
basically-
that shop from Brighton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically just like
Random.
foreign sweets,
Yeah, I saw
American
it.
sweets, and
Yeah.
I'd never buy sweets from like a store like that. Like, why would you pay like nearly £7 for a box of Skittles from America?
Well,
You
there's,
can get them
no
in Tesco's and
difference.
stuff now.
Tesco's,
They're a
sorry.
bit more expensive. But
in
But
Brighton
look
there's
at,
just
like,
like
Reese's and
a
stuff,
full-size shop of it, and it's not that expensive. It's more expensive than you would be willing
But
to
don't they
pay for
have
sweets
like
normally.
bacon drinks and stuff?
But it is quite novel, it's stuff you're not going to get anywhere else.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So,
it's quite
if you're in the
Bacon
mood,
drinks.
it's
Yeah.
kind of worth it, but
Liquid bacon.
It's
It's the
bacon.
dream.
yeah.
Yeah.
that makes me
Bacon,
feel a little bit
liquid
ill.
There's a,
Bacon flavored ginger beer.
There's a burger place in Oxford, Atomic Burger,
Mm.
which does the Baconator, which is a bacon milkshake.
Oh, my God,
What?
that's disgusting.
Whoa.
But they also
Bam.
do the Pan Galactic Gargle Blaster
Yeah.
as a proper drink
It's
from
so good.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Oh,
Galaxy.
what is it?
It's
It's-
a really alcoholic drink. It's
Basically,
like death.
Exceedingly
Yeah.
alcoholic.
Absinthe.
It's meant to be the most powerful alcoholic
Absinthe,
beverage in the world, and if you
Sambuca.
drink 2, you die.
Yeah.
And we, for our friends that even do at work, we bought him, like the manager bought him one, and he was
He
like,
was
oh, okay.
wasted.
And they just thought it was like a little cocktail, silly, have a bit of a tipple during the day.
No,
But he
no.
finished it, and he was fucked up for the rest of the day. And he was a salesman, like he had to take sales calls, and he was just like, I'm sorry, I can't go on the phones, because I'm gonna basically throw up all over myself and go for a nap. Like, and the drink was about that big, I think it was just essentially
Yeah,
absinthe.
it's
It's in a martini.
It's in a metal martini glass because they set fire to it very briefly. You blow it out. I've tried to drink one before, but then what made me laugh is it came out flaming and everyone started singing "Happy Birthday" for me, and I was like, "This is not my birthday." But yeah, no, I drank about a third of it and then felt like I was.
Well done,
I'm
getting
so
older.
strong.
Yeah.
You're not allowed more than
Level
one.
up.
They ban it, so it's no more than one per customer.
Yeah, they
Because it's
are
too strong.
potent as fuck because they sell them at Fab Cafe in Manchester as well.
Why do you want to do that to yourself, like,
Oh, right.
quickly, when you could do it over a period of time?
It's just like me a bit of novelty. And it is
Yeah,
like
has 2 beers and it's like that.
Or
Atomic,
if you're dick to your friends.
Atomic Burger is like that though, like it's all geek stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like all like there's a James Earl Jones burger, and it's like dark meat and like black.
Whoa, that's fucking
They
racist
got the
as
Yeah.
Chuck
fuck.
Norris, the Dolly Parton, the Audrey Hepburn, Batman.
Yeah,
They
and
have the
there's a
Godzilla challenge.
The
as
Godzilla
well.
challenge, it's awesome.
and
It's
there's
just
there's a whole lot of just like really cool
And you go
nerdy
in and
links
it's
to
like got old
burgers.
school videos in the background.
And
Oh,
but it's
they
expensive, like it's really it's worth it. But it's
Yeah. Oh, and the sci-fries.
scratch sci-fi.
Oh, sci-fries.
Sci-fries.
Yeah, they're like
Garlic and
really
chili
really
fries.
nice
It's
thick
funny.
chips.
Normal size would be fine.
They're called fries, like
Oh,
thick
right.
chips, and it's like spice on it,
Do you
like
want
that
garlic and
spicy
chili?
garlicy
No, it's
chili
not bad.
powder. Really nice.
I'll make
So
it
so
cooler,
good.
I'll do
That's
it.
awesome.
Sci-fries.
Yeah,
I don't think they
there's,
get
there's
the love on
some
them.
where there's like you can get ribbon over the bit on there.
That's what I'll do.
I don't mind a bit of ribbon.
It just like with Leia having it on, it just reminds me of Mega Man's cannon.
Yeah.
Instead.
Is there? Oh, I wish you'd been there. There was like we saw this art earlier, and I was trying to
Was
figure
that
out.
not
Oh no,
like-
it was a game. Oh, I think Robot number 9.
What's that about?
Yeah.
Is that by the same people that made Mega Man,
Give it in
or
our face.
are Capcom going to sue somebody?
No, I think they're the same people.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like modern Mega Man, which is really cool.
Awesome. What are you trying to do?
You can't because it won't bend to lift your finger. You're actually trying to drop the grape in a bed. Olive.
Great.
Right, I don't know, look like a grape.
Like who is?
Same colour.
Who else here thinks that olives are fucking?
I used the other end.
They're all fine.
Stuff, they're fine. On their own, I couldn't eat them. I don't mind them in
This is something
pasta.
I haven't thought about actually. How am I going to
I like black olives.
Yeah, I prefer black.
Drop stuff in your mouth. Just get a baguette and drop it in. It's fine.
Yeah. Baguette like that.
Listen, we don't want to know what's
You can only hold one end and just got.
Girlfriend material there.
Just like, oh.
Why? What's a gag reflex? I don't know. It's how I eat Subways. I just like a snake. What a Subway now? We've been talking about it too much.
Listen, we've got plenty of food.
Eat the food.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the food. No, nothing's gonna stop.
Food is stupid llama.
I haven't had a proper meal in so long. Like it's been like 4 days. We just have pot noodles and I think we had a sandwich one
We
night.
didn't eat for 2 days.
Mm.
We're making cosplay.
That's not right.
We were making
We're
cosplay
right.
until the last minute.
How is your food normal? Like, that really concerned me.
We were making cosplay until midnight.
How do you know that it is?
Yeah, it was
It's-
1
I'm
o'clock in the
assuming it's
morning
not.
or something.
It really worries me when people don't poop more than once a day. I get really worried about it.
I get chill. I'm like, why do you poop more than once a day? I'm like, well, because I just like to enjoy life. That's why. I got a lot of things I want to contemplate, and that's where you.
Yeah, like Facebook.
But you, I
don't
swear,
like
at
taking
least half
baths,
of
so
your
you know,
days
if I gotta have a good think.
I've got a DS that I don't use.
Yeah. I swear I spent like, since Pokemon was invented, I've spent progressively more time on the toilet. Because you're just like, I'm just gonna,
Yeah, I need to finish this level.
Yeah, I finished pooping like 20 minutes ago.
You've been gone for like 2 hours before you've been reading a book and forgot it.
Sometimes it's a
Then
really
you just sat in the toilet.
Yeah, like when I moved in with like other people the first time, second year, had to share a bathroom the first time, I pile up comics and stuff beside the toilet because there was like a shelf and it was a good place to leave them.
The Linda story.
And she's like, why would you leave like books by the toilet? And I'm like, well, because there's not much else to do in there while you're waiting. And she was like, so you read? I was like,
We're not gonna wank, am I?
yeah. You can, but it's like hard to like, you know, it's when you're trying to push and contract and it's all different signals, you know? But like she was like, so what do you do if you're sitting on the toilet for a while and you're just she's like, I don't know, I think about like the next guy I'm gonna kiss, and I'm like, there's something wrong with you.
When you're
there's some issues on there then.
Yeah, Linda said that.
Wow.
So I didn't say that.
But you know,
I was like,
yeah,
must have been Linda.
more than once a day, it's good.
Yeah, apparently 6 times a day is healthy, I read, but that's...
What?
Alright.
Yeah.
6 times a day is healthy.
6 would be nice.
Apparently though.
If you're talking 24 hours, probably about 15.
Gotta be thorough.
It's not even that
Good old
though.
clean out.
Doesn't even touch the sides. Yeah, we did 15 times a day.
Yeah. So I'm just like sitting there like, Mum, I'm hungry. Yeah. That was good growing up.
Yeah, it's just a blender and a funnel, and you're sitting on there like, no, keep it coming. I don't have time to digest it.
Literally. I think the worst thing in the world was having that taken away from me. I had this stuff, it's called TPN, like they feed you through your veins. So nothing did anything, and I was like, you robbed me. Like, what am I going to do with all this time? Like, what do I do now? I can't.
Shit.
What? Yeah, it's upsetting.
No, not shit.
just go and sit on the toilet with your trousers around your ankles and be sad. Like,
I miss this. I miss what we've had.
how did it all go so wrong? I can always throw up in you.
Moving it back to cosplay.
Yeah.
Are we actually talking about cosplay at all? Someone mentioned con right at the
We
start,
talked about
and then we
cosplay
got off
before
about
we put the camera on.
potatoes and toilet
And then it was genocide and poo, so...
But in relation to poo and cosplay,
Ah, poo and cosplay.
today
I follow.
my Carrie Kelly costume,
I
which
don't- I
is
don't
so
wear it.
comfy, I just couldn't. It took me how long to go to the
I
bathroom?
don't know, we were waiting for quite a while.
20 minutes.
Yeah, no, only didn't we? Like it's not like
I
I had my
thought
feet
it
on the
was-
wall or anything.
Did you like glue yourself into it? Like,
No, it's because it's like a body, you know, like you were wearing,
Yeah.
like an all-in-one. And then under that is tights, and then under that is like a control body thing.
Mm.
And the red thing on top, so I have to take the red thing off to take the green thing off to get everything down.
wait, so you like a 3-year-old does, but you would just get naked to get on the toilet? You just sat in the nip on a public toilet? Please don't let there be any of those guys with the camera on them.
Sitting there in my brow. Yeah, it was. I didn't think that one through. Every time I've had
created a
poppers.
piss slit for tomorrow.
Yay! Good thing.
You got like when you're making like cosplay that's solid. You
Had
gotta
to
think,
wrap
how am I
it.
ever? Will my bladder burst in this? Like, will I just do myself serious kidney damage before I'm able to get to that?
Although looking at the toilets today, I'm seriously wondering how I'm going to even get into a cubicle.
Yeah, they are small.
Oh, yeah.
Small
Yeah,
cubicles.
literally, yeah.
And you're gonna have a
Can't
queue.
use
I can't. I won't. How am I going to do that?
When I had my Angelo one,
I'll get through the door. It's not even wide enough for me to turn back round to face the sea.
Yeah, disabled toilets.
Technically, you
I'm gonna have
are disabled at
I'm
the
not,
moment in
yeah.
time.
I'm not able to go to the toilet.
I would say if you're getting
My
pissing
pissing ability
ability
has been disabled.
You could just do one of these and get one of the lads to give you a hand, literally.
No,
Nah.
No one's putting their hand up for that one.
At the same time, if you can't get into the cubicle in the first place,
Brent's been the bag holder all day, so you could
yeah, but
What you should have
I would
done
just be
is-
jealous though, because if he was that
Right.
gifted that he couldn't get into the cubicle, we could hold it for him in the cubicle, we can still make it. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's like a kick coming up. What's that for?
a little button.
We should have got you
My
a
grenade
hand.
launcher.
How do you go to the bathroom in the suit? Just like that. Except that.
Yeah, you could just do that.
Next time I'll stockpile some catheters and work
Great idea.
for you.
You know what? I guess like, that's one of the things that we've all put into account now with cosplay is when you need to go for a piss or a shit.
Not really.
No.
Not
I thought it through,
definitely
that's
not.
why.
No, mate, I can't. I ain't going to be shit.
Oh, alright,
I'll be able to piss
In my
suit,
latex
but it's
What
gonna be a
happens
bit-
though when you need to?
Oh,
yeah, it's
Like,
fine.
I'm going before I leave the house in the morning.
In morning, it's
I don't
like,
ever-
yeah, we need the toilet.
That is definitely would. I don't ever just need to go something.
I can't understand that premise.
Yeah, I can. It's like,
What, suddenly you stand up, you're like, I need to loo.
Yeah,
you
like,
never been in that situation
it's like
where you're just
a
going about your
brown
day and your body is like, you have about 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah.
Find a Barnes and Noble or something, or you are fucked.
You know, I've hardly eaten anything today. Make sure
But that's
that-
worse for you. The
Yeah,
less
yeah.
you eat, the more you go.
Yeah, no.
Because your body still
Right,
secretes.
let's just stop talking about it, because it's going to be on my mind.
Kid's been gone on a
Baku.
This is
They're
Taylor's
black.
like,
To the bathroom!
to the bathroom. We've got a bath toilet.
Bathroom.
What?
Oh no, we've got a black toilet seat and our black with a yellow decal on it.
Oh, cool, oh, that's awesome.
I loved your Baymax bits.
Baymax bin, I want that.
Yeah, Baymax bin.
It's just that
I need to put a
some
picture of that
markers.
up.
To the point where I was actually going to go buy it. I'm
The bin was a
going to buy
tenner.
that bin. So I don't care where
Just so
I
you
find
can do
it.
Baymax
Just
bin.
so I can Baymax
Yeah.
bin it.
Yeah.
I'll give
Mrs.
Damien
What
a
are you
picture
drawing
and
on
you
the
can have a
fucking
look.
bin for?
But it was a
Long
tenner
story.
for the bin. It's a massive bin as well. Like I can get in it. I don't know why I need to.
why was that you getting it? I want to throw myself away. I want some.
You're sitting there, you're like, right, I've just finished drawing it.
Actually, hang on a minute. When I brought my case in
You climbed
yesterday,
in
the
the
first
bin.
thing she said to me yesterday is, "I get that." Did you not?
You did.
It's actually something you think of when you're that small. You're like, what can I climb into? Like,
Into cupboards,
It's
suitcases.
growing up with brothers that like the fact that's
Put you
why
in
I'm so
boxes.
short because I just cram into shit.
Long
But
periods of time.
I shit you not. One of my brothers has got a size 14, 15 feet.
Fucking hell.
And he bought some biker boots and I fit in his fucking shoebox. I shit you not. I'll see if I can get a picture of him. Gary, if you're watching, I want a picture. It was, yeah, because it was boots and his size feet. He was about that.
How did
And
you?
he's like, just get in it.
why is your brother Shrek? Like, why? What boots are so big that
I
like
got the scraps.
that you were able
That's
to?
Let me get a picture of him. I got the scraps. They're all bigger than they're all like.
And you were just
6
like
foot.
built out of the bits left over.
Yeah, but my mum and dad, like a couple of us got different dads, but my mum is shorter than I am.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, so when you get older, you shrink though. So like, oh my god, you're actually gonna get smaller.
You're gonna just sit
You're gonna just be like a
You're gonna be a
really
fucking
elderly
minion.
Smurf. You're gonna go.
Like that guy today, it was so awkward. I apologise in advance. I'm going to offend anyone here. But the guys, there were guys that had these big bags, and we thought it was Falcor, the luck dragon that you've seen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And there was they got the midget with them, and he.
And they were they were minions in the bags, and I sort of said, oh, what are they? Are they minions? And what are they? And she said, oh, they're minions. And I said, is there anyone in them? And this guy was behind them.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I was just like, because I thought, I didn't know whether they were like robotic or whatever.
Or they just had like a troop of midgets, and he was just trying to escape.
And there were some little people there. And I kind of thought, I didn't say anything wrong, but I'm immediately looking at the floor.
We were not, because why would they walk when we could just put them all in a big sack and drag them through the car?
I felt so bad.
Next time I tell you to put on the minion outfit, you'll do it, aren't you? Focal!
But then, like, a couple of minutes later, I said how awkward I felt to these guys. And I was like,
We just
as if they feel bad, because look at me. And then, like, why did I even say that? Like, I'm a normal person, and look how tall I am. That was really mean of me. Sorry, little bit.
Oh, we had a really short friend, the one who thinks about boys in the toilet. And we joked about her being a midget, and then we looked it up, and the tallest midget ever was like a good 6 inches taller than her. So she was like, I'm a midget! And she was genuinely distraught for the rest of the day, like she just cried and watched High School Musical, because she thought she was a midget and her parents had never told her. And I was like, I wanted to be like, that's not how it works. Like it was too funny to tell her.
We're not your real parents. It's not the same thing. It's something we need to tell you. What's her name? Laura, Linda.
Yeah, it was weird because like her dad was Japanese, her mum was Indonesian, and she had an American accent, and she grew up in England. I don't know like how science explains that.
We were just talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about something very similar, which is
we won't go into
that.
that.
No, I don't
This
know.
is to do with certain ethnicities living in different areas of the
It's
UK.
quite weird, though, isn't it? Like, and I'm just going to say
listening
it.
to a Chinese person with a Scouse accent.
Yeah, that's really, really weird.
Oh yeah, no, I used to date a Chinese girl, and when she came to England for uni, they did not expect a Belfast accent.
No.
It was like, which is the weird because her parents spoke English like with a Chinese accent, and everyone's like, that makes sense. And she speaks English with a really thick Carrickfergus accent. Right. It was just, "Bee lads." Like
Like that girl from Harry Potter, that was weird.
Cho Chang.
Cho Chang.
Scottish.
Scottish, yeah.
Alright, guys.
We like to get our Potter. It's Leviosa.
Not Leviosa.
Oh my god, best cosplay I saw actually. Like I was going to
Oh,
say,
the
Rick and
Puppet
Morty.
Pals.
Have you seen the Puppet Pals?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I will put a
They
picture
were
of.
so
I got a
cute.
What
picture
is
of
that?
this.
It's like a
Look, like,
The Harry Potter.
did you actually? Yeah, did you actually see?
Hit from
The
Spain.
Dumbledore. The
what's happening.
Dumbledore.
We came back and there were 5 of them
Need
in
to
a
see
row.
what it's related to.
Yeah, the Dumbledore out of the Harry
Yeah, yes.
Potter puppet friends. His robe actually comes off so he can be naked as well, just like he is in the video. It's
It's
brilliant.
really
How old is
lovely.
he? 44?
I thought you were going to say 14. I was like, what?
Yeah, we all take boys.
It's for you, apparently.
That he's one of them. Then the other one is he's
How
got
many
Superman
brothers?
obsessed. 3. I'm one of 4.
And you're
and then a
the
fake one.
A fake one?
Yeah, he was fostered.
Oh.
Sorry, Ian.
See your brother? No, it's my fake brother. And she's my terrible sister. Like.
And then one
But
of
she
it-
fits in shoe boxes.
So fuck her, she's not real people
There's
either.
the gay one, the big one, the one with Superman. And then, yeah. That's my
Talking about
family.
Superman, when are we actually going to be expecting Dave?
Quite late, I think, isn't it? 10-ish.
I don't know whether care that bastard turns up.
Say 30.
Well, he was meant to be here at what, 10?
Yeah. I think so.
When he turns
Right,
up, it'll
right.
be really radio.
He hasn't left
because.
Leeds. He hasn't left Leeds.
Oh, no.
What?
Still.
Where's Leeds?
Not lost.
Off.
Thank you.
Oh, you ain't going to be here at 10 then.
No, he's really
No.
not. Out.
That's like a 3-hour.
That's the one of my other ones. He's
Is that a
got
delay?
easy.
Is it?
Alright, cool.
Easy
They're all
3
massive.
So,
Easy 3 hours.
so yeah, for
No, I
those
my
who are
family are
wondering,
munchkins. I'm the tallest one
for
of
those
my
who are
family by about
wondering,
6 inches.
you
Where?
two and David are going to be doing the masquerade tomorrow,
That's
hopefully.
the plan.
Hopefully.
That's the plan. If you do it, I'm going to have it filmed and ready for everybody on the page.
What time's the masquerade?
What? Yeah, what time's masquerade? What time's
Don't say it on camera.
We're on camera, this is going on live.
What show us?
Don't let the camera see it.
Terrible humours, yeah, I've read it.
You know,
They have cosplay in hell.
We're all going to hell, people.
That was
just
Cole.
dropped out.
That was my brother. That was my the brother above me, who's cosplaying next year, by the way.
Yay! Awesome. What's he
Doing-
cosplaying as?
He's getting booth for Superman.
Oh, right.
Trying to trim a few. Now you're on camera, mate. Not being funny.
We expect shit from you now,
Put
boy.
that time bar down! Yeah. What were we talking about before it all went a bit weird?
Masquerade.
That's great, yeah. It's between... I will check the emails.
Yeah,
It's between the emails.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's between early morning and late afternoon.
Yeah. It's basically
I know that we have to
tomorrow.
register at a certain time and then be there for prejudging at a certain time.
Prejudging?
Yeah, so they
Gotta
can
look
get
at
the costumes and
costumes.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you're not good enough to go on stage.
Don't know, but if I won't say anything.
Saturday at
Yeah,
5.
Camera.
You have to make the entire thing, well, most of it, don't you?
Pretty.
70%.
Pretty much.
I know
Yeah, 'cause
Jessica's
Saturday
here
is
here.
fine.
and
Get away
so
with that.
is-
This year might
I'll
too.
get away with that.
You made
Sabine, so
Yeah.
I imagine maybe one of them would be
99%.
doing some of it.
I reckon Negri's going to be the.
That's
Niggery,
the best part of the suit.
Niggery
So-
peeps.
so- the
She
gloves.
was a judge. Was it at LSEC or the last MCM?
You know, it was Cameron
Yeah, it was
and...
Niggery,
yeah.
And Bill
What's his
Durham.
face? Yeah.
Mm.
Finished pro.
Frank Smith.
I would ruin that girl.
What,
What
Negri?
girl?
Yeah, I am.
Nigri, yeah.
She does
Niggery,
a bloody awesome Batgirl.
I would be.
Oh yeah, I've seen the bad girl.
I would be the meat and the sauce in that.
I didn't even recognise Vampy whenever we saw her. I
you
didn't realise she was
thought
that little. I was like, oh my god, she's...
Yeah, because I was like, that's Banty, and everyone was like, no, it's not. I was like, but
I thought
she's...
she had tattoos.
How many short Chinese cosplayers followed by a film crew that are sponsored by Viewster are in this con? One. It was definitely Vampy.
In my defence, I wasn't listening to you.
It's not our fault you're so impressionable and gullible that you listen to anything we say.
Wait until you're asleep today.
Huh?
Wait till you're
Gonna
asleep
crawl in
today.
and cuddle up to you.
You wait until I'm asleep.
Just gonna hold you like this. It's okay. In your ear.
You know I would just get up.
In all honesty, like the way when you do actually sleep next to it, you're more annoyed than that.
Yeah.
She's like Sonic the Hedgehog. She's like, I'm gonna do some 360s here. Let's check this out. She spins
I
it,
like-
and she'll wake up the next morning and be like, look at this bed, Tom. That's your fault. The bum sheet's all off, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's my fault.
Listen, it's better than Leia who gets up in the middle of the night and eats
Makes
out
a
the
roast
fridge.
dinner.
Yeah,
It's fucking jars of
Pretty
mayonnaise.
practical though.
In a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, in the shower though. It's really fucking. No, seriously, it's really fucking creepy. Because if you talk to me when I'm asleep, she remembers what she's done the last time she was awake. Seriously, you
So
think
you've got
I'm
like a whole
joking?
second,
Like a
like,
whole other person, because she doesn't like
Dr.
me.
Jekyll Hyde type thing going
Yeah,
on.
she doesn't like. She
Oh.
got pissed off because I cut my hair.
Ooh.
That is-
That's actually really
Yeah,
fucking
I
creepy.
was thinking about it. Because she said
I
to
think she
me,
wasn't scary enough.
I love the way you yeah, I love the way you it's a different person.
No, 'cause she said to Dave last time, and he's recorded it as well. Last time they saw each other, but
Who is
she
called,
said
by the way?
we call her Nyx, the
Okay.
god of night. Anyway, she said to him that I should have been pleased that she ate the mayonnaise in the shower, so she didn't make a mess. So she reasoned why she didn't.
At least she's got that
You
tune on
don't
a little bit.
Does she have your voice?
No, I wake up and like.
Does she have your voice? She's like,
It turns.
It just sounds like I'm tired. It doesn't sound good. I got really mad at him for putting a wall up once as well. Like I was shouting at him to take a wall down.
What?
Yeah,
Maybe
I thought he put
you-
a wall up, and it was just a
What did she
wall.
say about your hair then? How do you know she's angry?
Apparently, she felt it, and then just started effing and jeffing, and in a fit of rage, started like undid the drawers and started throwing things on the floor, like my socks. And
That is
like, that's
actually
what I
really.
say because I don't remember any of it.
That's kind of creepy. Though.
Do you remember earlier I was saying I like finding out
Can-
things about people that are
Yeah.
a bit different like that?
It
Yeah.
needs to be recorded.
it's not actually anything, it's just Leia being a bit of a dick.
Does
So anyway, anyway, he can get away with it.
Yes.
it's
Does
just,
he next to you at night? Does he not? Is it like?
I thought he's not ever tried to hurt anyone.
No, but
That you know
what's
of.
gonna happen tonight?
I never found anybody. There's been blood, but
She's just really good at hiding shit.
and there was this one time where I dug up my back garden, but I don't know why.
but there was this like 6 foot long mine. I just planted flowers on it.
I'd
until the
check
police
under the
had to know what it
shower
was.
personally.
Why were you eating mayonnaise in the shower? Just to wash the blood away. Well, my little sister sleepwalks, but she can't be woken up at all, no matter what you do. Like
Yeah.
Basically, like whenever my mum would try and wake her up in the morning, she would sit bolt upright with her eyes closed and look at you with closed eyes, which was kind of sinister.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'll be up in 2 minutes. And as soon as my mum left the room, she was like, I'm waiting for my mum, and then she just lie back down again and go back to
Now,
sleep.
if you knew you did that, you would so paint eyes on you.
I'm gonna tell her to do that. She's a makeup artist, so she could just be like,
Do it.
hello, Teddy. So,
That is so fucking silly.
Like when I was younger, when I was about 7-ish, I ended up sleepwalking and I pissed in my mum's shoes on the shoe rack.
I did that
Went
like
into
3
the room,
years ago.
Yeah, Tom
Dropped the
just
big cats, pissed in
Yeah,
the shoes, went back to bed.
Isn't it? You're like, fuck off, no, that's
Get up the next morning. Get up the
Yeah, Tom's
next
naked.
morning.
I just started
Pitched
dating
in the wardrobe
dated
drunk.
about a
I've
year.
come home drunk, so drunk that I didn't know.
It had been
Got
3
up and
years.
instead of leaving the bedroom,
Yeah, it was-
opened
It was
his wardrobe door and pissed all over her clothes.
And you've been
She
married.
woke. What are you doing? She woke up and I was still asleep. I'm like,
That's
What?
exactly what
I'm
he
going to the toilet. She's like, I can fucking see
He
that.
picked the pillow and propped it on the TV and
Pissed all over her clothes.
Yeah, I was like, I just pissed on something that was there. I took her pillow, put it against her, and then pissed on it.
That's
And I woke up and was angry at her for suggesting I would do it. And I was like, oh no, I totally did do that. I'm really sorry.
What had you done to him the day before?
No, it was just wasted.
I think it was just a culmination of like,
Just, no, Tommy, you can't have that extra piece of cheese. Well,
He's
we'll see about
You're
this.
basically not allowed to drink because you're a horrible nightmare.
I wasn't even that drunk by that
We know-
point.
we
I
know
woke up
what
and I was quite
You know
sober.
what
I was like,
Yeah.
Tom,
Well,
we know
you
what happens
the
when you
entire
get
room
very
was sick.
drunk.
no, I don't remember.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You
I think it was
exorcist
really
vomit all
bad.
over a friend.
I just
who gets
basically
to bed.
woke up in a spare room with nothing in it, just wooden floors and a puddle of vomit. I was like,
It
where
was
am I and what
literally-
happens?
Like the entire spare room was just like the whole.
Yeah, the floor was
sick.
just vomit.
Gross.
that isn't nice.
No, I wasn't. I was just like, it was worse to wake up and not know what like, as far as I'm concerned, someone else had done it to me. I was like,
He was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Am I in sore?
I have no memory of it. I was like, I was half expecting somebody to be like, do you want to play a game? And Laura was just sat there looking at me like really intensely, and I was like, did she do this? Is that a look of guilt? Did she vomit all over me? Like, no, it's me.
I love that your brain first tells you that it's someone else. It couldn't be you.
Yeah, you couldn't possibly have done something so dumb. I know you did. You're an idiot. But,
That's what happens when you try to outdrink Tim.
he's like twice my weight. I should not have like his liver weighs as much as I do. I was like,
But I did love what happened beforehand. You hugged Ash and whispered in his ear, "Fuck off."
because he's so nice. He'll do whatever you ask, and he's just like the loveliest guy in the world. So my first instinct was to be horrible to him. I just held on to him. I went, "Get the fuck away from me!" And he was like, because he wanted to hug back, but also wanted to comply with my wishes to, get out of my personal space. So he was like, malfunction.
You're a bad end.
I shouldn't drink ever.
And
Like,
then you threw water over Hannah.
yeah, she was rude to me, and so I was just like,
She wasn't even. She didn't even say anything. That
She was
time.
no, she was 3 hours beforehand. I apparently had stored that up and then took revenge when I was drunk and had no memory of doing it.
Yeah, no memory.
No, I don't, because I would have enjoyed it.
And that was the very first time you met her as well.
Yeah.
Oh, was this the girl from today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So did Lily.
Yeah, same
Ah.
person.
Do we need to have a break?
Ah, we're good.
It's fine, I'm certain we
No.
can cut this.
No, I threw water around her and then
It's not
actually
live, is it?
all the bad
No,
shit happened at
okay.
Tim's house.
Is it full life?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
full stacking, isn't it?
Do you want to talk about his dead cat as well, mate?
It's because it's Tim's house.
Should I just go?
You haven't got a dead cat, right?
No.
Thank God.
What?
Mr. Whiskers! Wait till you get home. Just
And Dave was in a fetal position on the floor. I'm gonna go get a drink.
What, a drink?
I
No, not
Do you want some Pim cider?
No, thanks. If I
Who's got
drink
key
it, I
card?
will
I have.
I think you keep
vomit.
Yeah, what for?
go for a fan.
Your mouth without.
Welcome back.
Yeah, he came out. This old fella and his wife were in the lift, and he said, "You going down?" And without even thinking about it, I said,
that's what she said.
"If you buy me a drink first." And I think, she's like, was that really cool, Phil?
Talk about putting your foot in it, you, like, the one that...
You know when you go, do you know what? Love, I know I'm a cunt. It's...
You know what?
I should approve of that either.
We've just had another similar incident in the lift. Go on.
Is it the same people?
No.
I have
Just
birds
as
right
bad.
now. I have birds.
Do you remember how we were going on about the subject of putting your foot in your mouth?
At the wrong time.
I just
At the
want to see
wrong
where the
time.
camera going.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
camera's going now.
Oh, can we not swear on the podcast?
Not with the
Because I can't talk anymore.
Yeah, I can. I'm not asked whether we swear on podcast or not.
You can.
We usually do anyway. Yeah,
That's enough.
well, yeah, putting your foot in it, go on,
No,
explain
you tell
it.
the story because I feel bad.
It's
Look
funny.
me in the eye and tell me.
No, I can't.
Tell me.
Go on.
Yeah, she told hers.
This girl on crutches. I let her in the lift. I said,
It's
"You
already
first."
bad,
Yeah.
isn't
Let her in first.
And-
It was being all chivalrous.
I
and
was
then-
being really nice, and,
Go on,
and
then
then
try to-
these words came out of my mouth, and I was like,
What have you done?
"What have you done?" Obviously, it's hip problem. Yeah, so I just felt
I haven't
like
done anything. I'm just disabled.
My parents.
I've spent a day at Comic Con dressed as Little Mermaid in a wheelchair. And you went,
Oh,
oh!
No, my exact words were, "Oh, awesome."
It's awesome that you're disabled.
Well done for that.
Ariel.
well done for putting your foot in it.
Yeah.
like,
Kill me now.
But
So,
you remember those lips?
But to be very honest,
And you're like,
Yeah.
to be honest, she was pretty cool with it.
Yeah,
she
she's really cool
walked
with
out the lift with a big smile on her face, and she was pretty
It
cool
wouldn't
with
surprise
it.
me if she gets that a lot though, because people
Yeah,
will
yeah.
just assume you've had an accident.
what is wrong with you?
No, I said, "What have you done? What is wrong with you?"
I wasn't talking about what you said, I was talking about you.
Well, yeah, what's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you? I got cranium in my Happy Meal.
Brain farts.
You got
that's
what?
what I get.
I got cranium in my Happy Meal if anyone wants to play cranium.
Where's that?
Oh, you said I've got cranium in my happy pill. Like it's like skulls of your enemies. Like
Like when did
Yeah,
Happy
thank you,
Meal
Dr.
start
Conan.
giving you?
Cranium!
When
Yeah.
did?
what is it?
Fucking hell, mate.
No.
A while ago, actually.
Training. When did they start
Sorry.
giving cranium? And
Making
not,
fun of the little people there.
Oh, Pictionary order now.
Yeah, they used to do
Eat
like.
McDonald's, stay indoors.
What is it?
Like-
Like, is it? Do they not do movie promotions anymore?
Yeah,
They
they used to
do,
do
but
like
this is-
trolls and
this is
things.
I think actually the last time I got a Happy Meal, it was at Halloween when I was a kid. It was when they have like vampire chicken McNuggets.
Right.
Whoa! Vampire chicken McNuggets.
Yeah, it's like
They're
anthropomorphic
bats,
chicken
really.
nuggets, and then they had like little Halloween costumes. There's like a Frankenstein one, and a vampire one, and a devil one. But you can get that in Ireland. And it was like a mummy one.
Did anyone else see like go past the Christian conventions? You know?
Yes.
Yeah, for those who are wondering, there was another convention on over the same weekend as this MCM, which was a Christian convention, a
Yeah.
church.
Yeah, it's a
Because they
Bible,
have-
Bible convention.
But they had their bit of the corridor cordoned off. Like we weren't allowed to walk near their front entrance.
Yeah, you don't you come here.
Oh no, Laura's brilliant because
Devils!
there was
You
a lot
crusty
of
heathens!
Orthodox Jew families about it, and Laura's like, well, is that why they're there for that Bible convention? It's like,
That's it.
No, I didn't realise it was just. I just thought it was a religion convention. I didn't think it was a.
like
Oh, yeah, yeah, 'cause that's
they all
where you put them,
famously
yeah,
all get
together.
along in religions. They're all really, they're like this.
High fives, Mexican waves and everything.
You just go in that room.
I don't know because that was I with you and I went
Because-
under the bed.
Yeah.
I went under the barrier.
We were walking past, I can't remember who said it. Well, past and they're like, I really want to say something, your cosplay's awesome. And I was like, no, don't say that. I think it was Tim.
Did you not
Walking back
have it?
in, there was a security guard when he's standing there guarding a barrier.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to
Wasn't
do the
guarding anything
barrier.
else. You had to go that side.
But if
Wait.
you went as a
Yeah, I
priest,
thought
you could go
that's
to
what it
both
was for.
convention, you could be preaching.
See,
Leia
thing is-
One of
rebelled.
the nuns from Hitman.
Dived underneath the
It
thing,
must-
ran
it
round.
must
That would
be-
totally
No,
explain the
ran back.
nuns I saw, because I honestly thought they were cosplay.
It might have been.
Can't get photo.
Your cosplay is epic. Where did you get it from?
The Lord.
I honestly thought they were cosplay, and I was like, what, that's a load of nuns
No, on our first or second like time, I think it was MCM around. I saw women in hijabs, but from very far away, and I was like, "What's that, Batman? What is that?" And then I was like, "Oh no, I'm a racist."
To be fair though, we really
They could have been the Dunstone Blues Brothers. Who knows?
I mean, we've got Negri.
Shit!
They've got Jesus.
Fuck!
They've both got long hair.
Negri, Jesus.
They've both got long hair and drink wine. It's like, well, what do you want?
Wouldn't Yaya be up there for you?
Yeah, but
I'm
surely
not a
she.
big fan of Yaya.
No, it's almost
Like
the
she's good. She's been telling me
Eve
about it. I can't.
regard, Eve regard.
Yes, we know.
Megan Marie,
I
And
think-
Kirsten Huey is like my,
idol.
yeah. We totally chat on Facebook and stuff.
For that, she's my. Wait, what? Like, user? What's that? No, I think Kamui is definitely my idol, like, as I love armored cosplay, and she's just
Oh,
like,
and-
the bomb.
And I can't
I
remember
met
the
her.
second day she was dressed up in this German outfit because she's like, I was so uncomfortable. She's like, today I am cosplaying in German.
Oh no, my favourite thing she ever did was she like ripped India guy in the audience. She was giving like a
Yes.
seminar on how to do different armored cosplays, and she did a bit about setting up LEDs to make blades glow and bits of
Okay.
article, and how to program into like flashing sequences would happen. It would be cool.
Yeah.
And she made Frostmourne, like Arthur's sword from World of Warcraft, and she put it up as an example, did a video. And a guy in the front row was like, "Oh, that dagger thing, what was that from?" And she just turned on him and was like, "Dagger, that's Frostmourne! You casual, don't you play WoW?" This really angry jerk, and just tirade at him for a good 2 minutes, and she was like, "What was the question?" He was like, "It doesn't matter, man." She's like, "No, tell me the question." Oh, it was the most beautiful moment.
It's
It's
just
like her watching her catch herself on like, "Oh, you're in public here. Can't reel it in, Svetlana, reel it in."
Actually, there's a really good cosplay that I quite like, and Snap likes the real Aquaman, the true Aquaman.
He
No,
is
he's awesome.
amazing.
Really fucking good. He's
He is
I
awesome.
suppose my idol
And that,
is
just
Stealth
Stealth.
from Heroes Workshop.
Yeah.
He's the first
he
guy
is.
really to start making this side of the world to be making Iron Man suits.
Do you know that guy today, Thor UK, his name is?
Yeah.
He's got 45 likes on Facebook.
Are you kidding?
No.
I shit you not.
No way.
Thor, on Facebook, he's the son of
He's-
Asgard.
He fucking looks bang on to
The
Thor.
son of Asgard
Oh yeah,
cosplay.
yeah. He's
Or
I don't
on
see him.
Instagram, he's Thor UK.
I check out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Does
don't
he
give
look
him a
like
like.
Chris Hemsworth?
Oh,
He deserves
I
it.
say he is
Flash.
fucking Thor. There is nothing about this man that's not Thor.
Oh
Is
my
it-
god,
was
he's
it
great
Thor
someone.
2?
This
I need to
guy,
wait.
he's,
I'm free.
he's the Whiplash
Him,
as well.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
he's like amazing.
Did you say Whiplash?
Yeah,
I've never seen
yeah.
a Whiplash cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
is he?
he's so sexy.
How high pitched can I go right now?
Awareness gone across.
Oh my god.
I put my fucking lunch down.
Really good, yeah.
I want to do the.
Candle.
Him? Yeah,
Oh,
we'll do
yeah.
it.
I want to do the armoured one.
name?
Whiplash
Oh yeah,
two.
yeah, that
Thor
would be cool.
UK or the son of
I'll do
Asgard
it.
cosplay on Facebook.
Some of
My
us got
favourite thing that
cosplay.
Ren
Check
ever
them
did.
out.
We were watching. I think it was when we went to see Thor 2,
Yeah,
and it
it
was
was.
like there's like a close-up shot, like really slow, of Thor's
Holy
abs when he's in the shower,
shit,
and it
that's
pans up,
amazing.
and like we were all there with her, and just as that scene started, we all just there was like a
That was
creak
cool.
as our necks turned to look at her, and she was just sat forward in her seat like this, like.
Actually, I was like this, like.
I think
It's
we're
like-
probably going to have to edit out the fact that you just said that you want to rape someone.
He might-
Police are looking for a woman in her mid-20s.
That is the guy
When he starts walking
Yeah,
away
he's
from
back.
I've seen him before.
He's amazing.
She's quite hard to carry him on.
Is Thor? He was
If
the
he's Whiplash anyway, that will
I
go
got video
right,
of
man.
him.
But I saw him at Tesco.
I got video of him
in October
putting his
where I
hammer
went
up.
over to Celtic Manor in Wales. He'd been
Wait a
buying
second,
basically
I should
as-
rephrase that because I've just said that.
Blink
I've got a video of him
It's his
putting his
job.
hammer up.
It's
I
his
bet he
job.
has.
He gets
Ren
hired
would
out.
like to buy that video.
Events and stuff. There's events and
Let's
stuff he gets hired out, and I saw him.
How much?
Showed him pictures at the time. I'd only built the helmet. I was
Yeah,
showing
but
him
you're
pictures and
apparently
stuff
the
with that.
fourth
And I said to him, I was going to
person
MCM
today.
as Iron Man, and showed him
Who
that
else has broken their phone?
Beth
every single time.
Yeah.
Darville.
Beth Darville.
Yeah.
So
That switch
Ash.
just permanently to on.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Just set to
I've got a brain-
11.
seriously,
No way.
I didn't
Yeah.
explain this. I have a brain injury. I've got no kind of. I've got no concept
There's
of
no
time.
filter.
No concept of.
What's my excuse then?
And you're
like-
possessed.
I'm possessed. Yeah, but no concept of
It's
what is
not brain
okay
damage,
to say.
it's you're
No,
possessed
I
by
have
a
got
demon.
brain damage.
No, you're possessed by demons.
an acquired brain injury 3 years ago.
How did you do that?
I was really sick, had an operation, they backed up and left a swab in me, so I died twice.
That's
Oh,
And the longest
NHS,
was for
Is
over
it-
6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
I remember you telling
so
me that, and
metal.
I was just like,
Took me like
So
a year to walk
big.
again.
Was the hospital sued?
Yes, I
Good.
a swab. Like,
yeah, bright blue swab.
how the
Yeah.
fuck? Like,
I don't know, because
is
it's
a
one.
fucking
two.
retard.
I've worked with doctors, and like they're good at like the 2 things that they specialize in, and then anything else they're like.
Turning up to work and
Just basically
delegating.
walking in the door, it's like, oh, okay.
They are dickheads.
Yeah. Like I explained to one how a calendar worked, like not like a computer, like how to read the boxes like on the times, because he was like, look, I've got this woman should be here now. There's a gap there, so you can do what you like now, and then after that you have to see a lady. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, you make 6 figures, you fucker.
It's ridiculous,
He
isn't
couldn't,
it?
he couldn't even read a train timetable. He always had to have me check it for him. I was like, I can't.
Fucking hell. It's really upsetting though at work when you see doctors that are like 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? No disrespect to anyone 24, but I don't want your hands in me. Not unless
Wow.
it's a bit of work.
good thing I'm not 24 anymore.
It wouldn't have applied to you anyway, right?
Okay, that's good.
Ever. You know, over 18 obviously.
She just looks under 18.
Got a bit
So
of
Did
a-
you? Mr. 28 going on 12.
I thought you
Is that
were
most
40.
You know, because I'm 28, which is almost 30,
You're
which
30, I'm
is
40.
almost 40, which is almost 50, which is basically 80, and I'm dead. So it was a wonderful life, but yeah.
It was brief but beautiful.
Yeah. Like I hate, like since I met Laura, I've aged really fast. Like it's really gotten away from me.
I didn't realise that you were that much older than her though.
I'm not.
She's 36.
Really, you're like 2.5 years younger than me.
No.
I'm 28 and you're 25,
I've just turned 25, you're nearly 29.
and I turned 28 6 months ago.
That's 4 years.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm not 29. I'm 28, and she's 25.
Yeah, but I've just turned 25.
So I think I'm 3.5 years
Yeah, there
older
you
than
go.
you then.
Nearly 4.
So no, you're doing it again now. you cannot ask her the time. It's like, what time is it, Laura? 9:30. Well, 20 past 9. Well, 2 minutes past 9. Well,
It's
10.
2 in the afternoon.
Like it's like Jesus.
It's like in the morning.
Like, it's okay, in the morning it's the worst because I'm like, oh my god, I'm messing up. Laura, what time is it? She's like, 8. I'm like, okay, is it though? Or is it like 20 past 8 and I missed my bars? It was like, no, when I asked check, it was 8. Okay, you look at it, 5 to 8, Laura. But it's just, no, it was definitely
No,
when I
Tom,
checked.
your
Time doesn't work that way.
Your phone's wrong though as well, because you set yours 5 minutes fast.
No, I haven't.
Or
Mine's
something.
on the internet. Like it's like
Maybe it's me that set mine 5 minutes fast so I don't miss the bus.
I just feel the bed miss.
I love it because you always end up killing Ginger Snap every time. Every time. Oh.
She's so easily amused.
Then she snots. Oh.
I snort as well. I got it from my mum. I snort when I laugh too hard. I'm like,
I hate it. Absolutely hate it. There's that and then that.
I'm not. I still am adorable. That's what it is. It's just a little cute quirk of mine. That's why I look at it.
It's not.
It's not. It's actually like a pig.
Oh.
Pigs are
But
cute.
Laura
Like a
likes
pig
piggies.
drowning in
I
custard.
do like piggies.
Laura likes
Don't
piggies.
drown the piggies.
Just don't wash the piggies, you
Yeah.
filthy woman.
That pig is just dirt now. There's nothing wrong
I
with that.
Febrezed it one time.
What?
She's got like this stuffed piggy that she bought 5 years ago, and he fucking stinks. He's really, really dirty, and she
I
won't
clean
wash
it
him.
every night. It's really
It's a legitimate concern. He would fall apart. The dirt's the only thing holding them together anymore. So, and he's also flat as well because all the stuffing's been squished in him. So he's like this little pancake of a piggy. But
Why
she's still.
Is it like sentiment?
Oh, he's a
I bought him in
Feel
Japan.
free.
So she bought it.
Like
She bought it when
it.
she was 20, like 2, 21.
21.
So it's not like got a.
No, she's just the man child. Like,
I
But he's
like it. I just really loved him. And
yeah, but she'll wake up in the middle of the night if she's not cuddling him, and then wake me up and where's Piggy? And like he's there, oh, okay. And she just like seizes him and falls back down to sleep. It's like it's really serious
Do you
business.
know, I think it's because it's okay for girls to do that, isn't it? Like I've got teddies and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got.
I don't need to hug them, but I like them being.
Oh no, she's
I won't
really
hold them
vicious
off.
about it. Piggy has to be like
For some
in her
reason I
armpit.
like
For a girl, that's
having it
okay.
there, yeah.
That's fine. For you, I'd be like, mate,
Sweet
what are
love.
you, a pedo? Do you know what I mean? That would be weird for a guy to do that.
I've got a teddy which I've had since I was born. So
Yeah,
these.
Oh, mate, are you a pedo?
Well, it's one of those things like my
Teddy
oldest
shaped like a little
brother.
girl. Like.
My oldest
No,
brother's
it's
got
not.
one.
I've still got my teddy that I had when I was a kid. Like he's on my top of my wardrobe somewhere, I think.
Yeah, no, I think having it is fine, but like, do you know what I mean? To
Use
hug
it
it.
to-
Oh no, don't hug it.
I don't know,
Around. It's on the bottom of my bed.
Like I couldn't
Well,
bring myself to
right.
throw it away. Like it's too much sentimental. I couldn't get rid of it. But like, I
Because
wouldn't-
that's all the people in my office.
like,
Like,
he just has to be on my property. That's fine.
Randomly.
He's retired. He's a retired teddy
That's probably
bear.
why the
You're,
shirt
you,
happened.
you're in retirement, you're looking after him.
Yeah. Taking care of him in his old age. What was your one when you were a kid? Did you not have a teddy? You must have had like you only had like 57 because your mum.
I didn't have like the first teddy. That was special. My special ones were like not. I have one Winnie the Pooh my grandma got me. My nana. But it's really hard. It's got sawdust in it as well.
Oh, it's like an old school teddy
Yeah.
bear. Yeah.
But my one that I was like addicted with was my Pikachu. But that was when I
Pikachu's
was,
not
like,
that old though, is it?
Where's Laura?
8. I was 8 when I got it.
Do you remember Pokemon's like what 22 years old?
No.
So it's like 90.
98.
Yeah.
Really?
That wasn't 20 years ago.
I thought it was 91. Or am I going
No, I
back?
could have
It
sworn
was
it was.
not-
Oh no,
It was
yeah, 98.
98.
Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah.
Right.
It's still fairly old. 17 years.
Bad. I feel old.
Yeah, in 98 it was 20. Like people can be born in the 90s. Did you know that can happen? I was
People
like,
can be born in the noughties.
Yeah, the teenagers at the uni now,
What's
like
that
first
film
years are
that
like
called on Facebook?
1997,
The Son of Asgard
Creepy.
Weird.
Creepy.
There are teenagers walking about who like can't answer
Saying
the question
that
where were
as
you when
a
9/11
90s,
happened. Like they were in the womb. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just like things that like You could, like, what kids born in the noughties would be what 14, 15, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
they could be at this con.
Yeah.
My God, they're everywhere.
Not today. Hopefully not today, because then that would have been Skyrim School.
Yeah.
I am a bit upset with this.
When did you go to McDonald's?
Earlier.
We had him.
Yeah,
Very specific.
when we
What now?
Before now.
When we went to
You weren't answering your
Tesco.
bloody phone.
yeah, well
Because I left it here.
we
Oh,
went
was
to
your dad
Tesco's
involved
and on the way back we went for
I didn't-
McDonald's and if we would have got you a milkshake it would have been melted by now.
I don't
So
care.
Or was it
It's
ages
okay.
ago? That lemonade.
You got a
you're
very
adamant
malleable
that you
face.
wanted that lemonade though. You're
I
like,
didn't-
oh,
that
it's so
dude was
good.
a fucking idiot. I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to say, I don't really want a little drink because I won't drink it. I want a lemonade. Like I wanted the
Oh
iced
no, we
lemonade.
can't do that, mate.
No, we can't. Oh, okay. Just don't give me the little drink. He's like, it's not on the system. Well, just don't give me it though. I don't. Cause I don't want it.
I don't know why they give me it.
It's
So we get walked over straight to the bin and just dropped it straight in.
Yeah, it's probably why he's working at McDonald's. To be fair, he's like doesn't compute, cannot not.
I got an extra star last week. That puts me up to 2.
There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's.
There is, but whenever it's too hard, like that's a problem.
That was the thing that he genuinely, like, I wanted to say, if it's that difficult, mate, don't worry, just give me what you want to give
If you're
me.
really struggling with this concept, like just it's fine.
It's
We'll,
okay.
we'll work around it.
Speak to your carer, see what he suggests.
Oh.
But it was because, I really feel mean saying it, like I don't want to say that he was a bit, stupid. But he genuinely just couldn't understand the concept of not giving me the drink because I didn't want it. So I got a Happy Meal and it came with a drink.
Yeah.
And then she has to get
And
another
off.
drink on top of a drink.
Yeah, but I'm buying a lemonade, can I upgrade? No, it's not on the system. Okay, then so just don't give me the little drink. I'll have just the lemonade, because it's going to be a waste of a drink, I'm not going to drink it.
No,
But
we
you
can't
are-
do
I
that.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
you are drinking it.
Well, I am now, yeah.
So really, he
Because
did
it's
you a
there.
favour, wind your neck in. He was actually a soothsaying
Yeah,
McDonald's
this is
worker.
coming from the fact
He was like, oh, you'll need it later, trust me.
we went to...
I sense
I see. I sense a great need in your future. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this tiny drink.
he was far from stupid.
He knew what he was about, Leia. Don't question him. This wise
Please don't
McDonald's
make us
vendor.
spit.
In the bag. No, not in the bag. You need get a cup.
I'm getting the camera.
Oh no.
Oh, that's my bitch. She's just spewed coke on.
What did she do?
Try and pick the phone up if you can.
I asked for a fucking tissue!
Ah!
I'm sorry, but we don't speak whatever.
Hang on.
Please tell me you got that on camera.
Yeah, I did.
There.
You're all
Bastards.
Yeah, as I was trying to explain about the fact that she didn't want to drink. We went to the shop this morning. We must have bought how many Lipton iced teas this morning?
4.
Have you gone through all of them?
I'm sorry, Ren. I made your bed wet.
Oh.
And not in a good way. Yeah.
Some of it.
Sexual innuendos.
How can I just don't understand how that guy's only got that thing.
I don't understand.
I'd like to know.
People just
Gonna like him all night long.
How long has he had the page? Maybe it's new
I don't know, it might be a new
Last
one.
No, she had it since March at least.
Matt was saying that he sort of does like gigs and stuff, so
Oh.
He got hugged by Tom Felton.
We did.
I Thomas Felton, I'll tell you that now.
Did you hear
You
that
felted
tattoo?
him up, wouldn't you?
It'd be allowed. If you saw him, it'd be allowed.
He is, whoa. Just,
Long hair, muscles, beard, into comics.
dresses up
Sorry,
as Thor. I'm on there.
Oh, I thought we were describing David. I was like,
Yeah, that's what I do.
No, he hasn't got long hair.
well, it was long last time I saw him.
No, I mean like Thor.
Oh, Thor long.
If someone, yeah, Chris
He
Hemsworth
wouldn't
walked up to
suit
me now, Dave would just walk
I've tried to grow my hair that long, and I just look. What do I look like when my hair's long?
Something out of ABBA.
An ugly schoolgirl.
An ugly schoolgirl. And it wasn't even just that she said it, it was that she said it, and then like the other 4 people in the room were like, yes. Same size, yeah.
When was this?
I was in
Second year.
So
It was.
Maybe that's his cosplay potential calling him.
It was when
Ugly
he
girls,
when
like-
he grew his hair for every day.
What if Sailor Moon got hit by a bus?
Wait. Wind it in. Is this your bed?
Yeah.
So that's Damien's bed.
Yeah.
So you're sharing a bed.
No.
No.
There's a
The two
positive.
singles.
The two single
They're
beds.
just
There are 2 singles sharing a bed.
But they're like proper
We're
pushed
not
together.
sharing a bed. It's 2 singles and 2 singles.
2 singles and 2 singles.
Yeah,
but
2
you're-
singles in 2 single beds.
It's not a double duvet, I think he means.
But they're really close.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put up a wall? Should I build a wall?
Yeah, just build
Do you
a
feel that
partition
comfortable?
between them.
To be fair, we've all shared a room last time, and I think we're
Exactly.
all comfortable.
It wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't constantly having to put off Ren's advances. She's on leaning over, trying to get a squeeze. Like, good God, woman, control yourself!
Get off me, Ren!
It's because you're always walking around in boxers, just a bit like.
It's the power, Ren. It just attracts everything. In Tesco, she wanted a lint roller because, right. I seriously, I shit not. This dude turned round and she went, it attracts everything. Meaning like her trousers, but she was just going, it attracts everything.
I was doing this actually. I was rubbing
Oh, because that's better. It attracts everything. Yeah. And this guy was like, you're right.
Well, if he wasn't disagreeing, then maybe she was right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
It certainly does.
oh my days, it was all the lol. All the lol.
So whose turn is it to put their foot in it next up?
Follow me!
Laura.
Oh,
No, when I do, I really like.
You're racking
I
up
get
extras, you
arrested
have to do
if
it for
I
a while.
get that bad, so.
In return, you're going to be able to say some really witty shit later on, it'll all balance out.
That's
I have a lot of like free stuff.
Just say more
Stop taking
stuff.
I think we
selfies.
should play a game of like truth or truth. Do you know what I mean?
Truth or truth?
Yeah, because who can be fucked with dares at our ages?
Well, because the whole point of the dare is it was like, I would rather like stick my head in the toilet or whatever than tell you, you know, whatever it is that you wanted to know.
To be fair, you know so much shit about me. I don't think there's anything.
Because
they
you
were pretty
volunteer
open
at this
anyway.
shit.
Exactly. There's nothing about me that gets embarrassed apart from in that fucking lift. Because it was so like
Sucking off all
confined.
blokes.
It was just like one of those moments where, brainwash, are you dumb?
Why would you do
When you weren't keeping an eye on it, and it's like, I'm going to do this! Oh no! Damn you, brain!
Look at the floor. I've upset a midget and an old lady. Technically, I think he was a dwarf. I don't know.
Oh. Well, tomorrow just find a kid in a wheelchair, slap it in the face, and you go.
I really like Freya's song.
Right,
There as well.
Yeah, I didn't see that yesterday. I think that's a bit creepy.
It's to make it look like he's in your bed. When you
I know, that's a bit creepy.
I went to lie on it, was like,
If you were laying there, like that.
Laura, you understand that is basically half a Dakimakura.
I do. Okay.
It was before 24 though.
Yeah, go for
That's
20
really
Well, at least now know roughly
where it is.
where it is.
Yeah.
And you'll hear kind of this conversation, but we can't say
Who wants a
why.
minion cupcake?
Minions!
No, you can say why.
Like,
Do you know what
leave it in
that
up until, you know what's the bit come on, because it's right up until the bit where I joked that Leia should slap it up again in a
And then
wheelchair.
you cut it
And then
out.
cut out the bit where she actually did.
I didn't do it.
I'll have to get a video tomorrow of
All
us
I'm
slapping in a
saying,
wheelchair.
all I'm saying is that I think that we should all promote equality. If you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead
Yeah.
whether you're in a wheelchair or not.
Story.
Yeah.
A bastard is a bastard. Whether you're in a wheelchair or on crutches, you've got
I wonder if I can
so
just
what?
bleep out like the
Cripples, bastards, and broken.
Well, it's true though.
Just beep out everything. Just like one long beep where it's like.
Starts going.
We should like.
Just animated like face to
In
this.
this podcast, Ginger Snap gets a little bit offensive, so we edited it slightly, and it's just when she talks, it just goes quiet. Like,
Just whine.
Every single time.
You know what?
Rewind it.
Yeah. Every time it's just like you
We
speaking. It's like,
condensed it to include the bits that weren't offensive 4 seconds in, and that was the
Welcome. Bye.
have we got Leia throwing up coke all over the bed as well?
yo,
I
we've
didn't throw
already
it
got
up, I was coughing, like it came out my nose. I was asking for a tissue, and you were all like,
everybody were falling about laughing,
he
so.
threw a cup at me.
I didn't throw it, I threw tissues at you. I put the cup down and I was like, there you go. I think we were going to spit the juice out into the cup rather than just like
All over
spit it
the
out and then wipe it up. Like,
I was already choking at that point, I could have been dying. And you're all going, actually funny.
I don't think you were like me to choke to death on like you're not going to drown in that. Like, I didn't take 3 drops of coke. I think you'd have been fine. Like your life wasn't at risk. Dignity.
Go for a full tracheotomy. Stay still.
To be fair, Tom would watch you choke to death.
It was fun.
I mean, I can get on the bed.
He wouldn't realise until it happened. He'd be dead. It'd be talking away. It'd be like, oh, she's dead.
I wonder if the soothsayer McDonald's employee saw that though.
Yeah, maybe
It's
that's
kind
why.
of like he tricked her.
She's
He's
being a
going,
bit
you're going to
fucking-
need this in your future, but I'm not going to tell you.
Like,
You can actually die from drinking.
You're being a bit lippy, bitch, telling you that you don't want a coke.
He's at home.
Fucking me
Right.
alive with this
In 3 hours' time, he's got a voodoo doll
Yeah.
with a coke in its hand, and he's like sticking cocktail sticks in it.
No, just taking like tiny straws. Just, take this bitch.
That's just weird. We've taken it all to a different level.
So yeah,
You're the one that
cosplay.
Cosplay, cons, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what
We,
happens.
like, how often do we actually stay on track? Not very
Never.
often.
Absolutely never.
Even less so when we're all together.
Yes, the more of us there are, the less on track we are.
Because we get like one topic of conversation and someone else goes, I do something kind of like this, but not really, and that leads to something
That is
else.
so much better.
Tangent time.
Yeah, but it's more organic that way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I actually prefer podcasts to be like this, where it's like a very small bit of actual information. Then everything else just blows out of proportion. Then it goes, no, we need to calm down though.
It's often.
Nope.
Yeah, so we
What
made
is-
this, and then
what?
that's it.
I made this, it's made of stuff. People took photos, and now we did a whole lot of stupid shit, and Leia tried to suck off a guy on a lift. I think it's the cliff notes of what happened.
What was that?
There's a dolphin in the room. That's inside of a dolphin.
This is level 3. Wait for it.
Next one.
She's going purple!
Snort for me. Medic! There it is.
All she's trying to do is justify this.
And just edit out the bit where she says no. She's like, that's what happened.
Like,
Should we just let her get on? We carry on.
oh.
She can breathe.
Okay, now her life's at risk. Not so much with the coke, a bit more
Did
now.
we tell you about the fact that she, the guy in the tape?
Not a cat is there.
We went to a takeaway yesterday,
Yeah.
and the guy who served us was like, "Oh, you sound American." What? The woman who's quite obviously from Kent.
It was a bit. Yeah, it was weird.
I've been mistaken for an American and Danish before.
Yeah, but you've got to finish.
I know what a Danish accent is, but apparently it's quite close to this.
It's. Oh, wait, you haven't let me go.
Are you about
Yeah,
to
make
impersonate a
it-
Danish
make it
accent?
go on.
Because I want to hear that.
Huh?
I thought you were about to impersonate a Danish accent. A Danish accent, it sounds like this. Swedish shit.
Dinga dinga durgan.
All the racism, anyone else?
Actually, my flatmate
Sorry,
first year was
go.
Danish, but he
She's
used to
trying to
smoke
drop the M-bomb.
like with like an international like flat
But generic.
intonation. You met him, Philip.
Yeah, Philip's awesome.
Kieran Philip, and he could cook anything, and he was friends with everyone, but he made friends when he was drunk, and he was great fun to hang out with. But they could remember him the next day, and he couldn't remember them. So you'd walk anywhere with him and be like, "Hey, Philip!" And he'd be like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" Who was that, Philip? I have no fucking idea. I was out last night. I guess he was there. I woke up. I had a parasol. Okay. I think you just come. You just see him in the morning. He'd just be sat with some random object that he'd kid up. Like it was like you're standing at a traffic cone or like a road sign. There was a parasol once, and I was like. Did you steal that? I was like, I think it was given to me. I'm not sure. Were you with any girls last night? No, and it wasn't raining, so.
I once had a friend who managed to get a shopping trolley into his room. But how he did it,
Proper drunk.
How he
on the
did it?
5th floor.
how he did it, I have no idea because the stairs were about that thin, so like you could only just about walk up anyway. And
Determination.
they were like really steep as well. So and he somehow managed to get it round a 90-degree bend at the top of the stairs as well, which.
Turn it upright and just move it.
Me and my mate nicked
but I would have loved to have seen the security
four-man tent. And
Like,
my mum,
still-
With family still in it.
my mum woke up in the morning. It was in the front room, still pitched. That's the shit we did.
I went to, when I was like 16, 17, I did like bar work at Oxygen Festival in South of Ireland. And I saw my favourite camp out of all time. It was a dude who'd clearly just driven up on his bike, but one of his mates must have swapped out his tent because he was beside his bike, but his head was sticking out the end of the outline and his feet at the bottom of this little girl's Barbie tent that was just like, you know, the ones you were like when you were 4, like a triangle, and it's just like merchandise.
They're
like-
not proper for the
yeah, they just print off whatever, and there was some, and he had this, and that was all he had. It was just like, I had like this little pink blanket over the top of it. Really, it wasn't even that he put like just his head in and left the feet, or just the feet and left that out. It's that he had a little bit of feet, a little bit of head out, and he was just like, I fucking hate my friends. Like, it was just so much less dignified than if he just committed one end or the other of the tent. But he was like, no, this is like a blanket, my whole tent. Oh, it was beautiful.
They were the places that you ran away to, weren't they? Those tents.
Yeah, I had a Ninja Turtles
Leaving.
one. I used to run away. I remember I ran away under the stairs. I was like, I'm gonna live here forever, eat cardboard, and I tried eating a slice of cardboard. I was like, maybe I'll just go away. Don't think
Fucking
I-
Harry Potter over here.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
Oh, you heard the story, like the fan theory behind Harry Potter, where Harry's not actually a wizard, he's just gone mad from the abuse from the normal people, and he just
Yeah,
found like, I'm a wizard, I'm at Hogwarts,
You're
like, oh, that's
a
really
wizard.
fucked up, I don't want to read this anymore. Like, I'll never look at, like, Harry Potter movies the same ever again, it's
What
really
was the other thing was like that Batman's not really
Not really.
Oh, Batman.
Oh, is it an asylum? Is it actually
Yeah.
an asylum
like
and all
the
the
Joker is.
and they're all medical doctors
Yeah.
that are actually
Yeah.
The
Is,
Joker
that,
is a psychiatrist or something.
that's actually the plot of the American
Fucking
McGee's Alice
Death
games.
yeah.
It's really good. But isn't is it in the death of Batman where they're all given a eulogy, and one of them is where Alfred is the Joker and he dresses up just to make Bruce feel better because he never catches any real criminals because he's just a knobhead in a bat suit running about. Like he caught one time and he felt really good, and the rest of the time it was just like
It was Alfred.
yeah, it was just Alfred just humouring him.
I love stuff like that though. You know, like Pan's Labyrinth. Have you seen that?
Oh.
Yeah, his noises in my
Stuff
throat.
like that, where you're like, it could be true, it could not be true.
Yeah, like Sucker
just-
Punch, I was like,
Yeah, it's up
not-
to you what you want to
Yeah,
decide.
what bit was
to
real, what
believe.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Or, you know what's good? Have you ever seen K-Pax? It's a Kevin Spacey movie.
Yes, yeah.
And he's
That's
like,
done in a completely different way though, isn't it? Like it is a genuinely like.
yeah, what is it?
Is
Because it's
it
meant he's
real?
like, I'm an alien from another planet, I'm going back on this date, and everyone's like, hey, he's crazy, he thinks he's an alien, he's gonna leave. But on the exact date that he says he's gonna disappear, he goes brain dead. And like there's no life signs in him at all, and there was like a flash of light in his room and no one sees what happens, and then he's just gone. And that's it, and the movie ends, and it's like, up to you! And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's really fucking brilliant. Like, it's really, really well done movie.
I really
And then he
like
played Lex Luthor in it, piece of shit. But, you know.
Yeah.
that. Do you know? Right now we're on some proper topics now. I don't think there's been a Lex Luthor that I've really liked.
No, I liked Kevin Spacey. The movie.
I thought as, Kevin Spacey as Lex
But there's
Luthor
not
was
been one that
brilliantly
I've
done.
thought-
It's just
Yeah.
a
I
shame
like
that the
it.
movie was piss poor.
Yeah, like, I would sooner piss glass than have to sit through the last two Superman movies again. But Kevin Spacey was really,
And
really good
Brendan
as Lex
Ruth was
Luthor.
Yeah.
brilliant. It was just the,
I like
writing
Brendan-
was
I like-
poor.
Yeah.
I like Benjamin
Bad
Ruth, isn't it?
Round.
Yeah, like the whole like, no Clark, you can't unveil your powers now. 3 years from now for no real reason, like stop a train or something, but definitely don't save your dad. Okay.
I think all Superman movies are just doomed to be shit.
No, because like the original ones were cheesy but quite good. Like
Yeah, I like the
I still
contemporary
enjoy.
stuff.
I'm still scared of like, is it Superman 2 where your woman gets turned into a cyborg when she falls into the wall? I might show my age here or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Is it Superman 2? The old like Christopher Reeve movie,
Mhm.
and at the end of one of them, there's this woman. She falls like into a wall, and it like captures her and turns into like this weird cyborg thing.
That's
Superman 3.
Is that 3?
your phone's.
Yeah, see, it did happen. I'm not crazy. Fuck you
It
guys.
scared the shit out
Yes,
of me.
Yeah,
that's very-
that's what I was saying.
yeah.
I was really scared of that
Sex
for
is
years.
That's
Yeah.
number
I
3.
don't
Yeah.
remember that. I have to watch that now.
No, it's good.
Oh, right. Well,
But no, because I enjoyed those old movies, but I can't stand it now. I don't.
I
Yeah,
love
I-
the new Man of Steel though.
I think the new Man of Steel is
It's-
very good. But have you seen that
It's
video
my
of
favourite
mine?
superhero film.
Have you
That's that.
really?
Yeah, no, it is.
Have you
You
seen
think
that
it'd be a
now?
Batman film, but it's
King's
not.
Cross.
No,
Have you seen that
I like
video
It's a bang.
online where it's recolouring of Man of Steel into
Yes,
real
real
colour?
colour. It looks.
I
I
think
think
so,
And it looks superb
But
in
the
real
things
colour.
I love
King's
that
Cross is on
sort
the
of
Northern Line.
that
That
palette.
I don't like that
Stop
style.
color
I
or
do.
Or the one after.
I think
I think it
Batman.
works. It works for Batman, but
It's
not
meant
for
to
Superman,
be.
because Superman's a
Yeah, it's
light-hearted
exactly
hero.
Yeah,
I think that was
true.
the problem. They tried to
What
make
lines?
Superman
Can you
gritty,
see
and
what
he's
lines?
not
Can
gritty
you
at
see
all.
what lines?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if they would
because-
just stick
I'll
true
put
to
it
it, like,
in
and have him break
Yeah,
someone's
'cause I
neck
can't
as well.
wait
It's just
till
like,
I
yeah. Like I
He needs
think
to
I
get
don't like
Bank would be a good
Superman.
one as a
I don't
director.
like.
No, I've never liked
I don't like Boy Scout
Or
No,
superheroes.
no.
Because
But
Canning Town has
They could. He still has good
Okay,
stories.
if you go to-
Like one of the best comics I've ever read is Death of Superman.
Mm.
And it's like it's written
There's
really
a
well, so
direct
it's like
line,
in the issues leading up to his death,
The DLR
they
to
do
here.
so
and it's the
in
airport
3 issues
stuff.
before his death, every page has 3 panels.
Right.
2 issues before his death, every page has 2 panels, and on the last one,
Where's
it's full
King's
page
Cross
spreads
line?
for every single one.
Yeah.
It looks spectacular.
Cross
And when he
is
actually
definitely
dies,
on
that's
the,
both pages, and it's Lois Lane holding his body. And it's really well written, and the way that they do the
The
frame,
imagery, yeah, yeah.
it paces it.
You're
So
right.
you're just like, oh, that's good, and it
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it really builds up. It's a classic comic. Everyone should
King's
definitely
Cross
read it.
is
I don't even
accurate.
like
Oh.
Superman, but it's just
Even I think Death of
Phenomenal.
Superman is
What's that
absolutely brilliant. And have you seen the recent
Does he know
film?
how to get
the
it?
film
'Cause I
thing
literally
that they're
just
doing, the
found away.
documentary behind
Yeah, as long as he gets on the right line.
what
it's
happened to
just
the
where
death of
stop.
Superman, which was meant to
Yeah,
be directed
yes,
basically-
I have a
You need to
DVD
get
of one of the
the
movies, and it's
City
on that.
Central
It's
Metropolitan
really well done. It's a
Railway.
really interesting story.
One stop
Yeah.
down on the Northern
'Cause
Line
it's
back,
like-
and then it's direct to
They
here.
talk about the
So
pacing
it's
thing that we don't put. I think there's something about
Then
Doomsday
where
that
is
he's
it? Where
just.
is it? Where would I
There's
go
so
from
many
there?
enemies that are like,
London
that's his arch
City
enemy. It's got like Batman's got the Joker, Spider-Man's got the
Do you
Green
go to
Goblin.
DLR?
But for
Yeah.
Superman Doomsday, like
I
the
know
whole
how
problem
to
with
get.
Superman
I know how
is
to get there. I can walk with you.
Yeah,
you're
I
never
was
in any
gonna say, I
fear
was
that
gonna say.
Superman's gonna
Yeah.
lose unless the guy has kryptonite. Superman turns up and he's like, I win
It's bad.
automatically
It's not
becomes
fun
Superman.
anymore.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But
It's like
Doomsday
straight line
fights
most
him
of it.
on his own
It's different
terms.
to exit. He
and
comes up by different
wins.
things with the exits.
Like, and he
Doing one
beats up the
exit,
whole
you go
Justice League with
straight,
one
your
arm
exit,
tied behind his
turn
back,
around,
but they
and
really
It's
did.
just like, it's just like
Yeah, they deal so like they really make
You have to
Doomsday
use
seem
these
like
that side
a
though.
proper threat.
yeah he's really
Yeah.
weighty as a villain. He's so well
Come
done.
out that side.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about adding
You know where
Doomsday
Bob Shop
into
is?
Yeah.
Batman vs
Yeah, I've heard
Superman,
that.
but
I've heard
it's
that.
a
Is it worth
matter of
taking
whether
the car?
they do
They
or
should
don't.
though, because like Lex
There's
Luthor
a
is
lot of
good
stuff it might be worth
as like a
taking
serial
Just
bad guy
quickly.
because he's
It'll
really
be
good
quick as
like
well.
slinging
It'll
shit
be
at Superman and getting away with it. So he's just like, oh, handle with this and this, trying to get Superman taken
It's literally
down.
just
But for like a big multi-million-dollar movie, you need a direct confrontation.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Doomsday is the only thing you can
Well,
really go
this
for.
I don't know. I think
Talks
I think it's going to
That's-
set it up
that
for
way
Justice
where we
League. I
went
reckon
last
Doomsday
time.
will be the Justice League
And then it's
I've heard
that way.
I've heard
Yeah,
that Lex
true.
Luthor has his
That way.
kryptonite suit.
Yes,
Is-
I've heard
is
that as
that-
well.
That would be really
So I was
cool.
trying to think of
So
it.
it
That's
still
the front of
gives
the
him
travel
more-
lodge, so you
You
gotta.
can still give him a helmet.
The new Lex Luthor is a skinny, smart guy. Is the best way to explain it.
I've got faith in
Like-
this in Jesse Eisenberg.
I reckon he'll do well with it.
I like him. I think he's quite an adaptable actor.
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking
think
forward to
he's-
this movie. I mean, I think it looks quite good. I'm liking
You got
the casting choice for Batman. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I like Ben Affleck as an actor.
I'm a bit.
I'm less reserved than I
But on
was,
one
but
end.
I'm still gonna wait. I think.
I like
You find he's plugged into it.
It's so Frank Miller.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
just-
I'm not
I'm
so
such a
convinced
fanboy.
on Suicide Squad.
No,
Well,
that needs to not happen.
There's a few things. that-
Okay, cool.
Do you know the problem
Did it
with
reset?
Suicide Squad is I bet you'll make more than one as well.
Yeah.
Like they killed Constantine, but they'll make a shit ton of Suicide Squads because Joker makes money.
Yeah. But
Man.
wrong Joker.
Yeah. Well, they can't get the good one back. They have to like bring him up.
He stopped it, I think.
But that's
Hopefully.
they,
They've
they,
been
they
shouting.
were like,
It stopped, didn't it?
his
Is that stopped?
Joker is on.
Oh, okay, I was
on
standing right
par
in front of it.
Yeah.
So
But actually, he's trying. People are saying that it's supposed to be.
But they
like
can't-
that. Well, you can't.
They can't do that, like, because first of all, I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
no,
going to
you
be
wanna
like
go back.
everyone knows not going to like. But if you say it's going to be as good as the Dark Knight Joker, that's setting the bar so high.
Yeah.
And if you meet it, you're like, okay, well done, you did what you said.
But if you
But if you don't, it's
Yeah,
like
it comes
fuck
to
you,
fuck.
and we're glad you failed.
Yeah.
Like it really, like no matter how good they are, everyone's gonna look at them even more critically because they're like, it's like when the Beatles said, "Oh, we're bigger than Jesus." It's like,
Yeah.
no, you posted too hard there.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. It's not gonna go well. And besides, everyone hates it already, and it's not even. There's no scenes even released of
No.
it. We just have Will Smith walking about in a onesie so far, essentially, and everyone hates it already. So they're not doing too
I
well.
don't think they the only casting choice I think they got right was Margot Robbie. I
They
think she
should
went
never
right.
have claimed
I'm
that they were going to bring some of some of the original classic Harley in,
Yeah,
and then release
Did that,
that.
Yeah.
that image? It was very.
I mean,
stupid.
I do like because doing Harley, you have a lot of creative license. Like you just have to have like black and red, and maybe blonde hair, pigtails. There's just not very much you have to do to make Harley recognizable. So they really can play it by. But that one's just lazy.
Yeah, pink and blue. I know she does wear pink and blue, but
Yeah.
that's not what she's recognised. Black and red.
Yeah, and the pink, like the pink and blue from
The
New
Suicide
52.
Squad, she is
It's
blue.
like,
Yeah. Have you seen that? Does anyone read like the Harley issues and stuff?
oh yeah, no, I've got them all.
Because she recently made a comment, didn't she, saying about the fact that she didn't like the blue and red, and she's known for red and black.
Yeah,
Really?
the, she breaks. The Harley Quinn comics they're basically outside the New 52 continuity.
Right,
She's
okay.
just Deadpool. She just breaks the fourth wall all the time.
Right,
It's
okay.
really good.
But she kind of was like, well, I don't know whether that
Was it
like
him?
did they write that comic before the Margot, and it was just the Suicide Squad that she's talking about, or
I
what?
don't know. I was really. I love everything about that series though because Amanda Connor. I just like have you read the Amanda Connor's Power Girl series? It's
I
like
just started. Yeah,
it's
I'll
one of
be
my favorite
honest, I'm
comics.
not.
Like it's just so well done. But yeah, whenever I found out she was doing Harley Quinn, I was like, oh my god, match made in heaven. Has anyone been reading Convergence?
No.
No.
It's like it's basically Crisis again. They're pretending it's not. It's not a reboot. Yes, it is.
Well, no,
But
it's not really though, because the thing's snapping back to what it was. It's not permanent. It's just two what if things, but it's mashing like pre-crisis with other things. It's really
yeah, like
bizarre.
they're basically just. It's quite a cool concept because they're like, all right, we're bringing back a whole load of like DC heroes, and we're gonna make them fight each other Hunger Games style, which is cool. Like they've got like
So basically, it's Marvel's Secret Wars,
yeah,
Yeah.
except DC.
except from its DC.
But they've got Harley fighting Captain Carrot and his zoo crew, like you know, like the superhero bunny guy, and she fights him in an abandoned theme park, and bluffs the whole fight because he's actually just Superman but a bunny, and she bluffs the whole thing. She's like, oh yeah, I have teleportation and laser eyes and radiation hands, and she makes it all up, and he just believes her, and he's like, oh shit, radiation hands. He like tries to escape from her, and she's just got like a whole load of TNT and a hammer on a roller coaster, and she bluffs her way through the fight. And then they're both eating carrots at the end, being like, "Oh, this whole thing's really fucked up." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I know." And she's talking about Ivy and how they were friends. She's like, "So I do have some superpowers. Like I'm kind of strong. Oh, and my friend Ivy made me immune to poison." And the rabbit's like, and the next frame is just her being like, "Hey, funny guy. Hey, he doesn't look so good." Harley wins. That's really hates. it's a lot of fun, but I think like they should have done it more as a like this is going to exist outside the continuity, and we're just going to carry on like normal. But they've had to reboot it again for like how many times has DC rebooted? Too many.
Flashpoint.
But Marvel started to follow suit, to be fair.
Yeah, but Marvel are
Marvel-
like it's not a
Marvel
reboot.
did
Marvel have always been really confusing though.
They do with Earths, don't they? Like
Yeah.
Earth 601 and shit like that.
Yeah,
But it is kind of good. They just were like separate. Like we know we've got things that don't match up, but fuck it, just reboot.
Yeah, because like if you ask the guys that have written the comics, I can't remember which one it was, but he was like, why didn't you do like Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3? Like, why didn't you do it like that? He's like, well, Earth 1, 2, and 3 sounds a bit boring, doesn't it? So Earth 601.
Yeah, because in the official Marvel universe, in Earth 616 or is it 31? It's palindrome.
616.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Spider Verse, like they brought them all from different
Yeah.
universes and put them together to fight. Like that was quite cool. But I don't know. I think Marvel like had the right idea doing it that way and having the Ultimates universe separate and stuff. But now like this reboot thing they're doing, there isn't a reboot, but they're actually rebooting. Like that just sounds like a bad. Especially when
your
DC's
ringtone.
doing the exact same thing at the same time.
I think Secret Wars is going to be really cool, and I was a bit about Convergence in general, but I do like the.
I guess they're gonna have to try out.
I just
things,
like
don't
seeing
they?
Batgirl and stuff. I have both with Nightwing, okay, because it's nice.
But this is the thing. Like they can sell whatever they like. Like has it got Batman on it? Brilliant, we've made money.
The thing is,
Like
there
it is that way though. They can write any old shit.
there's a whole new comics culture and generation that are reading comics now. It's not just
Yeah.
us that have.
But they're giving them shit. Like there's some of this stuff is so lazy.
Yeah,
Like,
well, although like I really like Earth 1, Batman Earth 1. Like, and they've got Earth 1 Volume 1 now and Earth 1 Volume 2, which came out about 2 weeks ago. Not had it yet. It's got Riddler in it, and I reckon it's going to be brilliant if it's anything like the first one. But like stuff like that is really good. Whereas the New 52 stuff, I'm not a big fan of because I quite like Constantine, and I think the New 52 Constantine is lazy as fuck.
yeah. I really loved Birds of Prey and that New 52 story. Like, I've never been so let down by a comic in my life. It's really
Especially
bad.
because they take out all the good Birds of Prey.
If we're going to talk about lazy writing and being let down, can we just approach the X-Men, Iceman story?
Oh my god!
Oh, when they
What
made
the
him
fuck?
I liked
retroactively.
the first. I've only read the first new Astonishing X-Men stuff. Is it Astonishing X-Men? It's called.
It's
no, it's
not.
All New X-Men.
All New.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really well written, so I was really surprised when they just kind of went there with
Yeah.
Iceman because.
Well, if you're not
Something
aware,
to this, something to this effect.
It's like there's a whole lot of bit about gay marriage going on right now. Comic sales.
what's basically happened, if you're not aware, is that what's going to happen, is that Jean Grey is sort of when they're younger, Jean Grey reads Iceman's mind and finds out that the reason he is so sort of forward with women is because he's actually gay. And there's nothing wrong with that, but this is in the past. So why isn't Iceman gay
In the future.
in the future?
Which is what a lot of people have been asking.
It's
Why
the-
not feel
the-
so
you can't-
horribly
isn't it-
forced,
Isn't it to do with like timelines? Like he's made one path and
Like
he's
you can
actually-
make a decision and things will change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like being gay isn't a
It's a
decision.
decision. So it
I
does
think
seem really.
I think that's what they were sort of suggesting, is that it's a
Yeah.
choice and things like that.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, with timelines and stuff, yeah, that you can make these decisions, but infinitely, all the decisions that you make might change your path, but they would end up at the same point because
Unless he's not
that is
actually
a distinctive
not
point
gay,
that's
he's
connected
just
to
kind of-
timelines.
But they could have even done it a different way. Like they could have just been like, rather than making a big deal, like Iceman officially gay. Like this is like they've done like this big sweeping gay now. Deal with it. Like they could have
But
just
why
made him
did-
get with
why
a guy and been like, no, it's just because it is what it is.
Why couldn't if he's got a history of women? Why couldn't they just be like he's bi or pan or something instead of
Yeah, or like,
It's
or that
just-
it was
gay? They've just gone.
phase, or like just
Yeah.
anything other than, well, the younger him was gay, but we're not going to.
Anything other than please buy more comics, please,
Yeah.
please. This isn't selling so well.
And the thing is, at the end of the day,
They've
they've
got
done
plenty-
gay relationships, so it's
Yeah,
like, you
they've
don't
got
have
Marvel,
to do
Marvel
it.
have
Like,
loads of gay
Colossus in Ultimate.
or Wiccan
X-Men.
and Hulkling,
That was it.
young
Colossus.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But everyone in Young Avengers isn't.
We were talking about.
I mean, to be fair, of all the X-Men, Colossus and probably Wolverine, very gay. Like the big Russian muscular shaven chested
Colossus, I
dude.
completely agree with Colossus.
Wolverine? Oh come on, he's like a little gay bear. You can
Hashtag
totally
gay
see him in one of those
Angel,
saunas.
I really want Angel to come out as gay because he's totally gay.
We all know that he's gay. I don't know if he knows this.
Yeah,
This is what
Angel's like
Angel
one of those ones where
The
everyone's
next
like, come on, we
step's
know.
gonna be Angel
We all
and
know.
Iceman together.
Just come out.
You're wearing Kitty Pryde's outfit. Come on. Seriously, you look fabulous. Own it.
But yeah, I think like with comic books at the moment, it's stupid the way that they're going down the route because they're trying to just cater to a different audience.
Well, they have to, don't they?
Yeah,
Otherwise
well,
they'll go
yeah,
out.
but it's being done in the wrong sort of way.
But couldn't they appeal to like a better audience by, I don't know, writing good stories that people want to read? So you'll be like, I like this story, it is worth reading, rather than being like, this talks about social issues at the moment. Like, no, that's a newspaper. You're
Yeah,
thinking.
there are still certain good writers like Kieran Gillen. He's
Yeah.
still doing amazing. Or Warren Ellis, all his stuff is still top.
But I think all the good writers are like deviating away from like mainstream comics, like which is cool
Yeah,
because
they're
all
moving into
things are being more
different-
eclectic. But like
Yeah.
that means that we're going to get shit Batman stories after a
Yeah,
while, which I can't stand.
But you've also got the, like, oh, don't fucking tell me about shit Batman stories and changing like characters' origins. Like the Joker, Snyder.
Oh, that
That's
thing where
Snyder's
he's
change.
like,
I'm really weirded
Immortal?
out by that though, because
Like-
Snyder, I really like Snyder's
I
writing.
like Snyder's writing,
Until
really
wait.
like it until you then went no, the
The thing
Joker.
is, it's never.
Joker. Yeah.
It's never just one person though on a comic, is it? So
No,
someone
it's
else
always
has created
So
it.
yes, that's the problem.
DC putting their little fingers in shit again.
but I don't understand why they needed to do it. It's like, oh, it explains why Joker is able to survive after getting beat up. It's the same reason Batman's still
Yeah,
alive.
I think they
because
should, and
Gotham's
Mike
got great
Myers and all that,
healthcare.
you know,
Yeah.
Freddy fucking Krueger. I think they should never have explained any of his background because it was always one of those like you don't know his real name, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
that's
why
exactly
he's
how
where
it
he
should
is.
The
The
only
most that we knew was that he was married. He was paid to do a job because he needed the money.
And
he
people
was
called
a
him
failing
Jack.
comedian, and he fell into some acid.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean? I think that was as vague enough as it needed to be for you
exactly.
to think, you know, he's married at one point, like you were saying, there's a backstory there, there's interest.
Yeah, and you don't need to know it. It
Enough
makes it more
to hang
yeah,
on.
More
yeah.
detail.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting. You know.
Oh, there's
No,
a
no.
really good Joker story. I can't remember what continuity it's in, but it's where he thinks he's managed to kill Batman, and he's like, I did it. Oh, I'm done. And he just goes and lives a normal life because he
Yeah.
thinks Batman's
Shit, yeah,
dead.
Is that not
Yeah.
And he goes and he gets a girlfriend and he settles down, he gets a good job, and everything's going really well for him. And then Batman has like washed down a river, and someone fishes him out, like stitches him back together, and he spends weeks recovering and comes back to Gotham, and then finally appears on the news.
5 minutes. And
Yeah, and then like
do.
he just sort of appears back in Gotham, and Joker's like, oh, and then goes completely fucking insane again. I thought it was a really well done, like, because there was like, oh, they depend on each other, and someone was like, well, what would happen if, you know, it went one way or the other?
Yeah. I think if it was like a real thing, which I know it's not, but I think the Joker would end up killing himself.
Yeah.
You know, like he
Yeah.
did in the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Dark
happened,
Knight.
like, you know, is it War Games where Batman disappears, or is it Crisis?
No, it's
Is it Infinite Crisis?
no,
Dark Knight
it's
Returns.
Dark.
was,
No,
right?
it's in the one where Bane breaks his back. What is it?
No, no.
Nightfall.
Nightfall.
He disappears for ages.
disappears.
No,
as
the one
real
where
takes over.
the one where Dick becomes Nightwing.
Oh, R.I.P. Batman.
Oh, because he
That's
dies.
that's-
Darkseid, because Darkseid tried to kill
Isn't
him.
that War Games? No,
No.
it's not War Games. It's
No,
the
because
Final
you've got
Crisis.
It's
R.I.P.
Infinite
Batman,
Crisis.
which is the
Infinite
one where
Public
Batman
Enemies.
It's one of the
dies
Crisis.
because he doesn't die because he comes back in like 4 comics further on from that. But
But
Dick
Batman's
Grayson.
presumed dead in that period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
because
So is Joker.
spoilers.
oh, okay.
He actually gets killed by his dad. His dad is a crime syndicate. He's the
His dad is the whole syndicate.
he runs the entire crime syndicate in Gotham, and that's who he goes up against. And Bruce dies in a helicopter crash with his dad.
With Bruce's
battling,
dad.
Yeah, battling his dad.
So Bruce's dad never died.
Never died. He was
Right.
always alive. It was all a setup.
And what is that?
It's R.I.P. Batman,
Oh, never.
That's really cool.
and it's from there where Dick Grayson takes over in the next comic.
Sorry, Matt.
But basically, like that is where everything changes and he
Oh
disappears.
no, but it's not.
goes
It's
for
not
a while.
actually his dad though. It's like someone. It's Black Hand or Black
yeah, it's
Mask.
Yeah, and
Black
it's
Glove.
Black Man.
Black
Black
Hand,
Guy,
the
it's-
Black Hand
yeah.
or something like that, and
Black James.
Blackjack.
So
You're on
basically,
about you're on
Deadhead,
about,
buckshot.
you're on about the lantern. that
No.
Dog shot.
It's,
I'm so gonna make a cosplay.
It's,
Dog shot.
it's in
Could be a-
some of the more
It's a
recent
massive
Batman
dong.
comics that I can show you. In New 52
Oh,
in
yeah.
particular.
Why don't you just weaponise
In
the
Dark
Iron
Knight,
Man suit
Dark,
with a
because these are the
clock
best Batman comics of this like era. If you read anything New 52, you should be reading Batman: The Dark
the
Knight.
Dark Knight.
It
Yeah.
is the best because it's like it's written by people who know Batman.
I really
Like,
liked it.
Extra sarcastic Alfred, like Batman doesn't take himself
Yeah.
too seriously and stuff, and all like Commissioner Gordon is just so funny.
I
Like about him
prefer
jumping
reading
on Nor
about
being like,
villains
I
in
really,
the
have I mentioned how much I
50s
hate that? Because I really hate that. I wish you wouldn't do that. And there's like later on the comic, Batman in the shadows, he's like, Jim, it's me. I'm in the shadows. I'm going to speak now. Jim Gordon's like, okay, at least you gave me a warning. Okay, thanks. Or there's like, he's looking out the window. He's like, yeah, we really have to see if we can set up a sting for that. And now's the bit where I turn around and you're gone. Batman's still standing there. He's like, oh, no, I'm still here.
Okay, I'm going now.
Okay, he does. He's this. Oh, okay, I'm going then. It's like this really awkward moment where they're like, ooh. Oh, it's so well written and it's so
Definitely one of
funny,
my
but
favourites,
still
yeah.
dark. Like really, really.
Tongue in cheek. Yeah.
Batman: The Dark Knight. Like it's because it's got it does like the old, like the cartoons did, where it focuses around him being against a villain
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time.
I'm doing.
It's really, really good.
Is that the one where it starts with Scarecrow?
Yeah, it's Scarecrow, and then there's Clayface.
So, talking about Batman and Scarecrow, new video game, because
Yeah.
we're going to be up for the Arkham Knight Batmobile, and they had John Noble there today, who plays Scarecrow. He's also in Sleepy Hollow.
John Noble plays Scarecrow.
Oh my god, so low.
The guy from Wild Bishop, Fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
I love Fringe.
from Sleepy Hollow. Have you ever?
That's
Wait. No, but he's Scarecrow in Arkham. He was in the first Arkham game.
No, I don't think he was. I think he's only doing the voice for this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm
He's-
definitely
We're
going.
going to say
He's,
that,
he,
then.
Definitely
he
like
does,
now.
he does the voice
He's
for
Denethor
Scarecrow
in
in,
Lord of the
in this
Rings,
one,
so-
and he was in Sleepy Hollow.
It's Fringe
John
is the
Noble.
big thing for me.
But yeah, he's doing the voice
I'm
for Scarecrow.
only on season 2.
I love-
The missus is watching. She's probably
Uh,
about 4 episodes. By the time I get back
only
from
watch
here,
up to season
she'll
4.
be
Don't
about
watch season
4
5. Season
4
5 is
ahead of me.
pointless.
So,
But yeah,
It's so
like
good.
Arkham
I know.
Knight,
Right.
what are we thinking? You reckon it's going to be a good game, or?
I don't know, I reckon
No,
it's
If
a
they
bit
had to
of
rip off one of our group to get a costume,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to manage to make
Is
the
he
game
not?
right.
Is he not still raging about
Oh,
that? Or
I've
is he
been-
kind of happy about it?
What?
Do you know what?
He deserves money.
We
for
went
that.
to
The Robin
Rocksteady
costume
for
is-
this.
Zombies.
No, we went to 86th floor for an interview. Dave had an interview,
Cool.
tattoo deviant, and he was in his Robin inspired, like the Arkham inspired outfit with all the gauntlets and the rash guard and everything, completely different to their original concept design.
Which I
Um,
can
what's
vouch
his name?
for.
Ferdinand or something, or I forget his name, but the guy that comes up with the concept for the costumes was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Took photos of him front and back, and then a selfie with him. And what? A month ago they released.
A month.
Dave.
Well, no.
Yeah,
it
it's
basically
exactly
was, wasn't
it.
it? It was.
I think
But
it
I
was
mean,
running,
I mean
wasn't
that,
it?
No, someone
to
running.
to a certain degree, I feel pretty. I know he rips it off, but I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
no,
pretty.
that's awesome.
Do you know
But
what I mean?
is that we've asked and sort of said, you know, it would be
they're like, no.
awesome.
and they've completely denied
Just
that.
to get,
Yeah.
no, we took some inspiration from it, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's not like
They're
he
expecting you
claim
to turn
any
around and say,
money or
right, we
anything.
want some money.
Yeah.
That's why.
But even
Just
just
to have his
But
name
he
on it.
couldn't, because he doesn't own Robin.
No, exactly.
but even just saying like,
Yeah.
we're
Even if you
inspired
got, like, a
by it,
note in
it's
the
fine.
credits at the end of the
Outright
game.
denying it,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
That would
But
be
not
enough.
even that, just,
Free
no,
game,
just,
guys.
yeah,
Is a game for you for free. Thanks for your
just
input.
something, you know
Give
what I
us
mean?
an
But they
idea.
gave us some posters and stuff, but you know, and you're like, come on, mate. They
Yeah.
said that they're not allowed
Let's
to
not
make
take
any
me
comments
my
about it.
kryptonite suits down. That'll be in the next game, won't it?
Yeah, but no. But they said we can't make any comment about it. So they're
Yeah,
all
Basically, they're like,
blatantly-
yeah, we know, but fuck you.
Yeah. So they're blatantly saying, yeah.
And what?
But it was exactly, it was Dave.
It's-
And he
it's
first
uncanny.
wore that in May last year. So
It was, yeah.
before the game was even, like
Released.
before their concept art was even done. So
And they aren't really great with originality because all 3 games have been basically the same but in a different set. Like even the combat and it's very Zelda. All the items are the same. It's like okay, there's the grappling hook, there's the line launcher, there's the
I agree with you,
batarang.
I do like the
Yeah,
story.
5 minutes,
They're good,
you
not
know,
the
like-
storylines,
I
but they
think
don't They just up.
They're like Assassin's Creed though. Once you played one, you could pick up one and play
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rest.
Then that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but you want
bought
something.
all the Arkham games. I
you
bought
want
all the
something
Assassin's Creed
different.
games, so I can't talk. But
But you
Yeah,
want something
you
different
want something
sometimes.
new,
yeah,
You want
I know,
something
yeah.
engaging.
But then maybe that's when they
Engaging
brought the
rather
Batmobile into this one, so that's a bit different again.
Well,
There's
Yeah,
something
not massive.
compelling and engaging
Batmobile
rather
with
than
a
I need to
massive
finish
fucking
the set.
cannon on top.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Because like, it's gotten to the point now where like I bought Shadows of Mordor, which was made by the same company, and it is Batman again. Like the controls are the same,
Right.
the stealth bits are the same, the way you fight, like triangles counter and a thing appears above their head when they're about to attack you, and you build up like combo points, and then you press square and X together, and it does a instant finisher move. Like it's all exactly the same.
It's like-
Good game, but I paid 20 quid for it. If I'd paid the full 40 when it first came out
You'd
and
be
gotten
disappointed.
Batman Mordor night, I'd have been like, this. I'm fucked off. This was not worth it.
It's like you've just got to download content. He's wearing a different outfit.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what it is. Like,
Because
but,
that's Devil May Cry and God of War.
yeah, but when Arkham Knight comes out, that's what that's going to be. It's going to be, you know, Arkham City DLC, like 3rd edition. It's just going to be the same game over again, but with the price marked way up, and it's just not worth
Chuck
it
my
to charge.
Lucid over, please. Can you chuck my Lucid over, please?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah,
But you don't
Can
spit
you
it
not
on
spit
bed.
it on the bed?
You tell everyone that I spit.
Well,
We would never suggest you do anything but swallow, don't worry.
Anyway.
anyway, everybody's gotten very tired now. I think we're going to call it end for podcast. Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
that they were
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man.
We forgot you were there.
We'll see.
It
It's not as good-
Even
it's
to the
not as
point
good
where I
speaking
went
to-
and
It's
stood
not
in
going to
front of
speak
the
into the
camera
audience
blocking
unless
it.
you Dave.
I blocked it completely when I was plugging my phone.
Oh, we should do that as a finisher, like Dave turn on, like, hey guys, I'm in time for the podcast. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye, bye.
Dave isn't allowed near a camera again.
No, I was just having a drink anyway. It didn't help because
It
it
was
was like,
beautiful.
Dave, what are you having from bar? I'll have an orange. No, you won't.
To be fair, I was a little bit tipsy.
You were.
Yeah, I will get
But he was gone, like, it was just.
That was one of those nights when when the fresh air hits you and you're like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I remember leaving. I don't remember how.
I remember you falling up the stairs to
Yeah.
get
I
across
remember
the bridge.
her falling on the bridge as she was trying to like
I remember
balance herself in the middle beam.
It was brilliant.
I want to walk on this!
No, you're not.
I was covered in
Relish on
bruises
the
the next day. But
Yeah,
Come
she
on.
fell
I
over.
love that night though. I thought it was really good crap.
That was good night.
And we got
I'm
another
sure you had the
one
worst hangover
tomorrow.
in the universe the next day.
So yeah, you can join us for that as well. Bucket of Doom. We will be playing that tomorrow. Woo!
Night, guys.
But yeah, that's goodbye from us
Bye.
for the Cosplay Collective podcast. See you in 2 weeks.
Motherfuckers.